Grand rising, grand rising. It is still rising for me because it's 11:45. Okay, 46 now. Excuse the little roughness. Okay, I legit woke up. Y'all were my priority today because yesterday I was gonna film this video and then I just did it. I'm gonna be honest. It got too late, so I was like, you know what? Let me just do it today where I'm more refreshed. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Gemini lunar eclipse. And then I'm going to go through each sign as far as rising sign. That's going to pertain to the house. So then you'll know more how accurately like this lunar eclipse is going to affect you and the things that you can do and some of the things that are coming up and the themes and shit like that. Okay. Y'all get it. So let me go ahead and pull up my notes. Okay. Because I took intensive notes, okay, for this because this is intense. So Gemini energy, let's just start there. We'll kind of keep it simple. So Gemini energy is very adaptive. It's going to call for a lot of effortless change. Okay, so it's easy to evolve or transform during this time, which is perfect because, you know, all those things that are coming up that don't serve us no more, it allows for us to maneuver those things, allows for us to release or change those things. So praise God for the Gemini, okay? You might find that you'll have like a quick loss of interest in things or that you need to multitask. That's very Gemini energy right now. So if you feel like you need to be in 10 pots at once right now, you're not like going crazy. It's just the Gemini energy coming through. So Geminis get bored really fast. They also talk a lot. So if you also find yourself speaking too much or maybe even gossiping, baby, check yourself, okay? You're going to find that commitment or lack of focus can possibly result in unreliability, can result in unpredictability, causing like anxiousness or things of that sort, which again is normal. Just take time to center yourself and ground yourself. Do some breathing exercises, relax, chill. You know what I mean? You get what I mean? Okay. Also want to mention, this is very important. Okay. So I'm getting affected by this as well. So Gemini rules the hands, the wrist, the arms, excluding the elbows, the shoulders, the lungs, the bronchial tubes, the respiratory system, and the nervous system, okay? So all these things could possibly be affected. So, you know, we're in COVID right now, so make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Like, make sure that you're doing like respiratory steams. Make sure that you're doing like if you have asthma like me, you know, you're staying on top of it with your inhaler, okay? Because I have been having respiratory issues while I've been at home. And so, you know, these things can happen. Just make sure that if you don't have any pre-existing conditions like me, make sure somebody else can go out or possibly order your stuff to come in so you don't have to go outside and catch the Rona, okay? But also remember that fear is a conduit for Corona. So I want that to be known. Okay. When you're fearful or you accept that, that's what you're going to get. I don't accept Corona. And I know that I'm not going to have it. It's just my asthma. And that's what I'm claiming, period. Okay. And we about to get over this asthma too, period. Okay. So right now is a great time to learn something, being that we're in Sagittarius season with this backing of this Gemini full moon. Geminis and Sagittarius really love to learn. So if you're trying to, let's say, take a course for something right now, or, you know, you just want to pick up or read something, your attention rate on that is going to be very good. And it's going to favor you as far as you'll remember it. It'll carry on the lessons that you learn might come in handy later on. So that's really good. Issues with the way you grew up, how you grew up, your childhood trauma, your relationships with your mother right now are the heavy theme of majority of everything that's going on. I'm going to get more in detail based on your rising sign, but that's the premise and like the main thing that's really coming up. As far as me, I could say I definitely am experiencing that. Okay. And the fact that today is Monday, which is a moon day, and we're having an eclipse on that, it's going to intensify this energy even more. Not to mention, the eclipse energy is already strong. Okay. So you've probably been feeling this energy for a week plus. Okay. And we're going to feel it for about a week plus after. So we'll still be able to work in this mutable energy that we have coming. Also, I want to say that the moon is associated with the heart chakra. So wearing green today can be very favorable for you. You know, if you're having intense symptoms as far as like headaches, migraines, or you're having sleep issues or something like that, you know, maybe doing a heart chakra meditation when you go to sleep, or listening to heart chakra frequency, or wearing green can really result into helping you with those things. As far as sleeping though, look to your 12th house. Shout out to Novi Brown. Okay, I learned that from her. So if you guys are having issues sleeping, look at your 12th house for activities that you guys can do. Okay, I'll give you guys an example. I am a Leo 12th house, tropical. So for me, like watching children's shows, I'm out, and that's very accurate. Okay. Right now is the time to surrender and go with the flow. Okay. And when you act like that and you're open, then higher frequencies can come in. So this can really help excel you if you allow it to. So it's really truly up to you how you're going to take this moon. Okay. If you're going to allow yourself to be succumbed, or if you're going to actually finally deal with those things that are bothering you, then this is the time. Okay. Allow your issues that no longer serve you. So let's okay, let me pull it back, okay? Because we have Libra in the second house, okay? I'm trying. So allow the issues that no longer serve us to blow in the wind. So tonight, if you feel like, you know, just put your arms out like you on Titanic or some shit, and just let the wind flow through you, okay? And just allow it, and picture all that energy that no longer serves you to just get swept up in that Gemini energy, okay? That'll really help you. Also, I definitely want to mention this to everybody. Toxins can build in our bodies for years. Wounds not healed and ignored can come out like our worst enemies smirking back in the mirror. That is something that's going to be very prominent. So for those of you who have been doing the work, this moon is going to be a lot easier for you, because, you know, all those traumas and everything that's been bottled up is not coming to the surface because you've dealt with it. You know what I mean? So if there's something that you feel you need to deal with, I suggest you do it now, because we've already really transitioned into 4D, and we're about to transition to 5D. Things are about to get really serious. The planets are all going to align together. So it's kind of like a do or die at this point. This is your last little like hang on to get your shit right. So when we start transitioning and leveling up, getting into the age of Aquarius, things start really changing for us, then you'll be able to flow right in that energy instead of those things haunting you every day, because that's essentially what's about to happen. As far as eclipses, I definitely want to like solidify this, because not everybody understands eclipses, okay? But this can set us on our correct paths. You know, eclipses, back then they used to think eclipses were just a really negative thing, but eclipses help us. You know, when we feel stuck, when we feel stagnated, when we feel like we can't get to, when we just like in our just like a funk, you know, eclipses come to rearrange, to renew, to start beginnings, to start new life cycles. That's exactly what the eclipse is doing. So if you're feeling stagnant, stuck in any area, I'm going to highlight some of those areas based upon your rising sign. But for those of you guys who are feeling that energy, it's definitely okay, because we're going to use this energy to help propel us, to get us where we need to, okay? Gemini's quick. Geminis are quick. And so this eclipse is going to be quick. Transformation is going to be quick. That's exactly what the eclipse is calling for, transformation, okay? Subconscious emotions can surface and create internal manifestations. So be careful on how you're thinking about things. Be careful how you're doing things. Don't say don't say can't, don't say not. Be very mindful of your connotations, because Geminis are master manifestors as well. And during eclipses, things can manifest for you like that. So I'm not telling you to manifest during this time. I do not feel like that's a good thing necessarily. But these things can definitely spin you for a whirlwind. So in a negative way. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. So, okay, be mindful. It says the things, I'm like reading my notes, the things that you have been holding on to now reveal their long-term effects. So everything you've been manifesting, how you've been acting, how you've been speaking over yourself, how you've been doing things, they are now coming into fruition. Okay. And so you kind of see how you created your own life at this point. This moon is going to be extremely intense, and it's going to be good for Aries, Geminis, Leos, Librarians. I don't know how to say that. Libras, okay, period. Sagittarians and Aquarius. They're going to get it the most. That's my moon sign. So I definitely have been feeling this energy for like a week. I haven't been getting migraines, and then boom, this week I've been having like a couple migraines this week. So it's getting me too. And this energy is going to be changeable and finical. You have to remember that Gemini is a dual sign, okay? Very quick to change things, but also unsure of the change. Does that make sense? The top 5 questions you guys should be asking yourself right now is 1, have I been gossipy, superficial, or flighty this month? 2, have I been glossing over other people's feelings? Hello. 3, have I been too quick to change my mind or too restless? 4, have I been too much of a silver-tongued hustler? 5, have I done enough reading to keep expanding my mind? Okay. Because we are ever-flowing, ever-changing vessels. So we need the ever-flowing knowledge to help us evolve to that. Okay. A message, it says, slow down and be real with people. I know I have a problem with this, okay? Especially when I have a lot going on like this week. The Gemini energy is just like, not to mention my Gemini's in my 10th house. So that creates more of a multitasking environment for me, unfortunately. So I always feel like I have to be doing, going, seeing, I'm always all over the place. So that, yeah, that's me too. It says, find a balance between wanting to know everything and taking the time to really learn. All right. So I wanted to highlight some books that I use for this. Okay. So we have my Moonology book. I've been using this for quite some time. Okay. I love it. Helps you work with the moon, tells you about all the cycles, everything, how you can do things yourself, like how you can work with the moon, what to do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. And then we have the ABCs of Astrology. This is a recent book. I literally got it yesterday and I've already read a lot of it. But I love this. And the girl who made this, she has such a beautiful spirit. Okay. So you guys make sure you guys go cop this on Amazon. This is Black owned. Okay. Support Black business. So this is her right here. Beautiful lady, beautiful lady. Okay. But we are going to go ahead and get into the houses / rising signs. So I hope you guys know your rising sign. No more sun signs. I think we're going to keep it here from now on. I kind of like it like this better. So yeah. So we're going to go into first house for the full moon. So, Gemini is going to be in your first house, or you're going to be a Gemini rising. Okay. So for you guys, the Gemini risings, a turnover in personal and or professional life can happen right now. You can have a turning point in your appearance, your stresses, your problems in relationships. Okay, that could definitely be a theme coming for you. But it says now is the time to focus on yourself. Allow people to help you. Things are going to come up that can be emotional, like traumas. It's time to deal with it and not run away. Didn't I mention that? Okay, it's time to really heal and handle our problems. Stop playing around. Okay. It says release any issues you have about your appearance. An example of this would be a low self-esteem, body dysmorphia, things of that sort. Okay. You need to focus on what you like and play it up. Okay. And I mean, of course, don't ignore the things you don't like, but focus on it. For me, I don't like my gut, my tummy. Like that's the only thing that I don't care. Like, especially love handles. I don't like that. So what have I been doing for the past like 2.5 weeks? I've been working out. You see what I mean? So figure some shit out. Okay. It's time. It says focus on what you want and don't want and take with you in the next 12-month cycle and release the things you don't want to take. I think that is pretty fucking simple to me, okay? It also says forgive yourself. You know, a lot of times, you know, these readings, they tell us to forgive other people because they're holding us back, but we never remember like how we're holding ourselves back, okay? And then the affirmation for the Gemini risings or first house Gemini is I am turning the corner, okay? Period. So, you know, say that today a couple times. Look yourself in the mirror and say it a couple times. Do what you have to do to get on the right track here, because that's what's being called for you. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for them. So messages for Gemini risings for this full moon eclipse. Messages for the Gemini rising for the full moon eclipse. Okay. So you have transformation, serpent in reverse, but I'll hold it upright. Preservation, autumn in the reverse, and mirror reflection in the reverse. Okay. We're calling for change right now when it comes to Geminis. I'm definitely hearing the transitioning right now. I think you guys are at a period in life where you're kind of stuck of don't know what to do or where to go or like how to move. Like you're very unsure and uncertain of things right now, but you are having forward movement. This uncertainty is drawing in negative energy for you. So if you're going to do something, do it. Don't be finicky. Don't be uncertain. Don't be like weary. That's the word. Don't be weary of your changes and the things that you're doing right now. Things are going to come around for you. Okay. So just know that like God got you. That's what I hear. God got you. So stand in that and affirm in that, and don't be unsure, uncertain, because things are truly working out for you. As far as this preservation in reverse, that has to do with standing in your true power. You know, this uncertainty. Oh, well, I don't know. No, Gemini, you guys carry a lot of power. You guys are very smart. You can be level-headed. You can be unlevel-headed, you know, but use that smart intellectual energy that you have for yourself. Stand in and know how smart you are. Work with your solar plexus chakra this moon, and this will really help you. Okay. As far as this reflection, it definitely has to do with what I was talking about already as to appearance and things like that. Again, you guys are calling in negative energies. But I think it's really time to reflect on yourselves this past year. What has happened? How have you come up? What have you done for yourself? You know, I think we get so stuck into we're not happy right now in the moment and we lose focus. But Geminis, risings, like you guys have to realize, like, look back at 12 months ago. Where the fuck were you? Where were you? I know I was in a totally different state of mind, and I'm sure you guys were too. You know, congratulate yourself for the progress. Forgive yourself for not being exactly where you want to be, but know that everything happens in divine timing, okay? This is why I don't believe in cusp, because divine timing. Yes, other things, but the thing is, you are the entire chart, Gemini. It's another thing, okay? I'll talk about that in another video, but Gemini, you are made up of many things, and you need to accept everything that you're made up of, okay? Back of the deck energy is fate. See what I'm saying? Hello. Let me do another card pull for you guys with another deck. Messages for Gemini risings for this full moon. Messages for Gemini risings for this full moon. Messages for Gemini risings for this full moon. Okay, here you go. Open intuition. Seek clarification and shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. This shield your energy, look beneath the surface has to do with you. It's because you're denying yourself of the energy that's flowing because you're being uncertain. Looking beneath the surface here, What is causing you to feel this way? You know, sometimes we grow up in chaos so much and it really messes up our mind state. And then we don't know how to act in peace. We don't know how to act when things are good or things are normal. And I feel like that's kind of what you guys are dealing with, Gemini, that you don't understand like how to be still, how to be grounded, how to be present every day. Like you guys are having issues with that because you're what you're used to. But what you want is not what you used to have. So we need to find a balance there. Okay. As far as this open intuition, seek clarification. I'm feeling like don't be closed off to unexpected things. You know, things might come up that you weren't expecting to happen. Like, let's say you're moving and, you know, then a friend hits you up and they're like, hey, do you want to move in with me? Blah, blah, blah. When you were already planning on moving, you know, don't be too quick to make decisions. Really think about it and weigh out your options, because you might find that you get something else that you really liked. You know what I mean? Like it'll work out for your favor, Gemini risings. Okay. So I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely, lovely new moon or full moon, excuse me. Make sure you guys apply all these things that I was telling you about. And I will see you guys later. So, second house, Gemini or Taurus risings. Okay, hello. So right now, you know, second house highlights financials. Okay, it highlights possessions, things like that. Okay, so you guys need to breathe through any financial dramas. Okay, and focus on finding a solution. Maybe focus on finding a Virgo. Okay, they might help you out, baby. Emotions around finances can be real heavy right now. Anything regarding like financial security, stability, and your self-worth. Okay, because I know your self-worth is tied to that bank account, which it shouldn't be. So we got to fix that too. Okay. Look at this. My affirmation just came in. Ain't this God? It says, I am wealthy. I want you to repeat that because that was for y'all. I am wealthy. Okay. And you stand in that every damn day and believe it. You guys need to balance what you do for others and what you do for yourself financially. Are you giving too much and then wondering why you haven't received or haven't gotten anything? Like, are you overly extending yourself? There's a way to give to people without money. Did you know that? You can give somebody a meal, a plate. You can give somebody a t-shirt or, you know, you can give somebody some makeup you had, obviously clean it, you know, make sure it's good today. You know, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can do a service for somebody. You can clean up somebody's kitchen. There's a lot of things you can do where you don't have to pay for shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? So maybe you guys need to understand that if you're lacking financially or feeling like you have some things that you need to do financially, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, balance, balance, balance. Okay. And it says, don't hold your self-worth with money, release your connection. I just said that. I mean, I did take these notes, but I don't remember because I went through 12 signs, okay? Now is the time to break free. Break from letting someone control you because they have financial power over you. Baby, I'm feeling like this is a parent, okay? Because we know how the parents can be. You know, they, oh, I brought you into this world. I've done this. I've done that. Baby, you're my parent. That is your job. You're supposed to help me. Hello. Until I don't need help anymore. Now, if you set me up properly, I wouldn't need your help. I feel like I'm like preaching to somebody right now. You know, the parents don't realize how they're setting their children up for failure every damn day. They don't realize they're not creating generational wealth. They don't realize what they're doing, you know, and then you end up with a 30-something in your household. I'm not saying that's me, okay, because it's not. But, you know, you end up with a 30-something in your household because you haven't set them up properly. That you have yourself to blame. Because look at all these little white kids out here. Hello? Am I making sense? Okay. But break free. I know it's hard to escape that mindset when you're living in it and escape the drama while you're living in it. But just try and ground yourself every day. Focus on your root chakra every day. Of course, focus on the other chakras. But as long as you keep that groundedness, you'll be fine, okay? It says release any issues about cash, property, and possessions, okay? Release them. I know it's hard, but we have to trust the universe, you know? God already knows what we want. God already knows what we need. So why am I sitting over here asking God for that? What we need to do, shout out the hood healer, okay, what we need to do is tell God to help us to be open to receive. That's our problem. Because we're environment, what we see, it causes us to be closed off. So we have to be open to receive, and then things start flowing. It's really that simple. Ain't that crazy? she done cracked the matrix, all right? It says you might find a conclusion in finances. Okay, so if you're having issues or there's things that need to come up, you might find you might get a job right now. You know, things might just really be flowing for you. It says money people owe you may draw a tug of war. Okay, so you might be really pissed off, especially if somebody owe you a lot of money right now. You might have an attitude. You might be with your nose up. Okay, there might be a lot of things going on for you in the people owe you money sector. Now, I can't speak for them, but, you know, you just have to release it. If somebody not paying you back, release it and don't give them more money. Duh. It's not about helping somebody. It's about give and take, you know? When you give dumbly, then you're going to receive dumbly. Do you understand? Okay? Because it's all energy. And especially if you give somebody money that hasn't paid you back, and in your mind, you're thinking, damn, they haven't paid me back. Damn, they haven't paid me back. Damn, they haven't paid me back. Guess what? When you go back to get your second lump sum of money, they're not going to pay you back again because you manifested that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't be stupid. Be smart. Anyway, so balance, give and take. That's the next thing. Balance, give and take. I feel like a lot of us don't realize, you know, we have to understand the laws of the universe. So y'all need to pick up a book. If you guys want a spiritual book or something from me, hit me up in the email description box. Okay. I have some links for you guys for databases for free ebooks. Okay. So millions and millions of them. Okay. You can literally type in practically any book and find it. I got you. So hit me up in the email and tell me you need the link or you want the link. I also posted it on my Twitter page. So, I mean, where have y'all been? But balance, give and take. We have to understand that part of the laws of the universe is it's always a double side to something. There's always something to it. You know, and we've learned that, especially through traumas, but we've seen it in a negative way. You know, we have to learn to give more than we take. You understand? And that even applies to your readers. You know, you guys suck the life force out of readers all the time, and then you don't give them anything. Like, and I'm not saying money. It doesn't have to be money. You know, you can give them a service. You can give them, you know, let's say you have a business, give them something of that, you know, something that they need, barter. Okay. Of course, you can give your readers money and things of that sort, but you have to know that you can't just keep taking. Because you're pulling energy from people who are giving from a good space in their heart. Okay. That's going to fuck your shit up. And that's why you lack, because you don't give. You understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you really need to give to people instead of taking so much. So it says now can be a good time to strategize working for yourself and leaving your job. Okay. Now you can come up with a plan, which is great because Sagittarius season, Jupiter expansion. Okay. It's calling for you. It's helping you with that energy. Gemini is very smart and quick witted. So this is really going to give you that creativity that you need to get yourself to where you want to be. I know 99% of y'all don't even want to work for Bob anymore. Okay. We call the white bosses Bob. Okay. 99% of y'all don't want to work with Bob. My last job, woo, baby. It was hard because I couldn't ground myself and keep myself, you know, spiritually aligned because of the shit I was dealing with every day. So negative, baby. I brought the crystals. I brought everything. Okay. Florida water, the desk, baby. Nothing was working. Nothing. Okay. So I had to remove myself, and God worked it out. So right now it's time to strategize that plan and, figure out a business plan and something that you guys want to do or you guys have been looking to do for a while. Okay. It's really coming into your favor. I'm not saying jump and do it right now, but these things are coming to your favor right now. Okay. So, something you also need to monitor, if you've been too dependent upon yourself, it's time to bring the attention to your own situation, or excuse me, on others. If you've been too dependent upon others, it's time to bring your attention to your own situation. So, have you been asking people to borrow? What have you been doing that's been pulling on other people too much? Okay. Have you been pulling on people emotionally too much? What have you been doing? You understand? Okay. And I put this in capital letters. Okay. No, the universe is abundant and everyone can have it. Abundance is your birthright, but you need to be open to receiving it. And you need to stop taking so much from everybody. Those are the main two fucking things that I find a common theme when it comes to, that's like the main thing when it comes to abundance. I noticed that theme. So let's get that shit right, okay? And forgive yourself and others about money issues. Hello? Okay. Here's an affirmation that I have for you guys. All my needs are met. I am worth it. All my needs are met. I am worth it. Okay? Period. Claim it. Believe it. Stand in it. Stand affirmed. Now it's time for your reading. Let me go ahead and shuffle these. So this is Taurus rising, right? Y'all know I be forgetting. All right, messages for Taurus rising for this Gemini full moon. Messages for Taurus risings. Messages for Taurus rising. Messages for Taurus risings. Tried to catch it. Look at God. Look at God. Look at God, though. The first card out of the deck. Good fortune, baby. Good fortune. Good fortune. God has you guys. It's here if you guys want it. The abundance is here for you when you're ready to receive it. When you are open. When you're doing a balance of give and take. Okay? Next thing, imprisonment. That was the next thing out of it, the deck. Because you guys are having an imprisonment mindset and you guys are living in an imprisonment state of mind. Okay, it's really, truly all in the mind. I live every day like I'm living my dream. Every day I live in gratitude. And I mean, sometimes, I'm a human, so I have natural emotions. Okay, things come to me, it happens. But I want you guys to understand that the imprisonment you create. Nobody else is responsible besides yourself for this, okay? And then the last card, spiritual cleansing. So this truly, I feel like y'all need to take a spiritual bath, okay? A salt bath, Florida water bath, something to release, unblock, okay? These types of baths. Now, if you don't have a shower or anything like that, this is my suggestion to you. You take a pot, okay? Fill it with water, distilled water preferably. You can put some salt in there, Florida water, things that you need to release, okay? What else is turmeric is good for that. Like turmeric is good for purification and stuff like that. But you might turn a little yellow. So be careful with that, okay? There's a couple of other things that are definitely good for releasing and cleansing. Like sage is perfect for that. You guys can definitely use sage. But what I want you guys to do, sorry, y'all. I got like a bug bite or something on my chin. It hurts. But you put all the contents in a boiling pot. Allow it to come to a boil. Shut it off. Go shower or shower prior. Then get back in the shower. Okay, let the water cool off a bit. Okay, don't burn yourself. and you're going to pour it down yourself. Or what I personally like to do is take the water and go like this, okay? Take the water and go like this. And you're going to envision all this shit getting released, okay? Everything you don't need releasing, okay? And watch it go down the drain. And as it's gone, it's no longer a problem, okay? And don't think about it anymore. Don't, if you're going to give it to God, give it to God. There is no in between, okay? Taurus risings. Messages for Taurus risings. Messages for Taurus risings. Messages for Taurus risings. So you guys got love and light in reverse, okay? Okay, I'm hearing that is it. This is your card. So this was in the reverse, love and light. So it says love and light, act with care, all right? This definitely has to do a lot with yourself, but again, what energies are you putting out into the world and wondering why you're in a shitty situation? So we really need to pay attention to the energies that we're outpouring or pouring out or giving or speaking to people. I feel like some people are watching this right now and they're not Taurus rising, but it's resonating. And if it's resonating, take it, okay? We really have to be careful of how we talk to people, how we speak to people. That's why I try and just be calm. But it's okay. Don't let nobody disrespect you at the same time. But there's also a limit, and this is why intuition is so important. This is why we really need to get in tune with ourselves, because then we truly know what energies to pull on, what energies should we not deal with. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I'm going to apply it to a situation. So let's just say somebody disrespected me, okay? Now, first, I'm going to take the time to listen to my intuition and see, I am human, okay? But I'm going to see, is it worth it to say something or should I move on? You know what I mean? And so that's kind of what you need to get into, is have a good intuition, so then you know whether it's time to buck or not, okay? Nuck if you buck. You got to figure that out for yourself, okay? Because nobody should be sitting up here disrespecting you, period. But also, sometimes these things are lessons, and we just have to learn to know the difference. Okay? So now we are going on to the third house in Gemini, or Aries risings, okay? Aries risings. Y'all be hot-headed. Okay, so for this full moon, it says you can say more than you need to. And I know you guys can be hot-headed, so you guys might be super opinionated at this time. Granted, you guys are always opinionated, but you might just feel an extra little boost to really just tack somebody's ass with your tongue, okay? Not like nasty, but like, you might really give somebody a tongue lashing because it's that time. Again, learn to balance your energy. I just told Taurus risings this, so it's truly up to you. So this can bring up intense feelings about siblings and neighbors. It also can bring up feelings about cousins, aunts. That's what third house also rules. So keep that in mind. And it says if you should be honest about how you feel. So whether it's an issue, whatever, that can be coming up for you. It says also you not speak up about things. Oh, also you not speaking up about things can make you want to burst out, like, and talk, like, feel like you need to, like, like a Virgo. You ever seen a Virgo snap because they hold everything in so much? That's exactly what you would experience, or are experiencing right about now. So, you're blocking your throat chakra. If you need to talk, but know how to talk, Aries rising. Know that you don't need to cuss everybody out, Aries risings, okay? There's a way to speak to somebody. You could read somebody well, like you could read somebody, you know what I mean? But you don't have to cuss them out while you're reading them. You get it? You get it. It says if you do feel the need to say something, now can be the timing to do so. But don't mean you got to cuss people out, okay? And it says don't allow disagreements to escalate to extremes. Being that this is an eclipse energy and we are in Sagittarius energy, that's going to call for expansion, okay? So all the arguments, everything, it can expand very quickly. Things can jump really fast. So you might end up squaring up with your cousin or your auntie, and then you blacked out for a minute, came back, and you're like this, and you're like, whoa, what happened? Okay. I had those moments too, not to my aunties or cousins, but those energies do happen. Okay. So I just want to make sure that's clear. It says this can release information that you need to solve. Okay. So you might be having a conflict or have had a conflict, and you're getting the answers that you need. Feel free to use this Gemini energy to call in dreams. Put lavender underneath your bed. You could also put it in your pillow, like sachet. And I mean like the fresh lavender, like the little, like the dried lavender, You can put fresh lavender if you wanted to, but I would say dried, just so nothing like bacteria and stuff. You can put a soda light in your pillow, and you can put an amethyst in your pillow. Okay. So, and before you go to sleep, ask those questions, or even write those questions down on a piece of paper and sit it underneath your pillow. I've done that before, and I've actually gotten answers back. So, there's little things like this that we can do to like help us get to what we need or help us solve problems. We don't always have to take shrooms. No, I have not taken shrooms, but I'm just saying, like, we don't have to go to extremes. Sometimes it can be the little simplest thing to help us. All right. Think twice before you write something for public sight, because emotions might make you say something you can regret later. I have a whole story time about that, but that might just be a day we're chilling. Y'all just got to remind me to talk about that. Okay. Just be careful, because things that are done in the dark come to the light. Things that become seen. So you just got to be careful. Okay. Because I definitely had this moment happen to me. So it must have been circulating my third house, whatever full moon was. And it was creepy how people got what I wrote, but you just got to be careful. All right. So issues can find resolve with forgiveness. All right. So sometimes it's just a sorry, I'm sorry I disrespected you after you said this and that. You really hurt my feelings. You did this, you're an adult, communicate. What is the problem? Aries rising. Everything does not have to result in you raising your voice or getting mad or yelling or having a stern voice. Okay. There's ways for you to channel this energy normally. Okay. So it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. Exactly. That's that. Bro, I swear I don't even be looking at the notes and then I say something, that's just God, period. So be careful. You don't have to excuse me. You be like, what you say right now? Instead of excuse, you see what I mean? There's a difference. Get it right. Get it tight. All right. You might find yourself thinking about where you are now and where you would like to be. Okay. But, when we get into comparison mode, that doesn't help us. What you need to do, sorry, I thought I saw a raccoon or something. I'm like, it's daylight. What the hell? What's going on? I was about to call animal control and shit. But we have to not compare ourselves, but morph ourselves. So the goal is to get to your highest self, to get to your higher self. Okay. And how are we going to do that? How are we going to get there? How are we going to reach that? And that's what you need to focus on, is morphing the energy, not like being so crucial about yourself. Okay. Because that doesn't do anything for you. So it says, don't compare your life to everything else around you. Focus on working with what you have and being grateful for what you have. Okay. I suggest you start a gratitude list this moon. Okay. Write down everything you're grateful for every day for a week. Things will start changing in your life. Okay. So the affirmation here for you guys is, as I express myself with love, me all I need. Okay. As I express myself with love, life brings me all I need. Okay. Know that your needs and everything is met when you're communicating properly. Aries rising. Everything don't have to be a fight. Now, card pull for y'all asses. Aries rising for this Gemini full moon. What do they need to know? What does Aries risings need to know? Ooh, messages for Aries rising. All right. We got spiritual cleansing right here. Okay, so it's definitely time to cleanse your energy, maybe a spiritual bath or some sort or something like that. Okay, y'all have play in reverse. I feel like y'all have been lacking and slacking with the lacking. Y'all have been chilling. Y'all been posted up. Y'all haven't been doing what you've been supposed to do or haven't been focused on the right energies that you know you need to be focusing on. You're playing games, okay? Spirit's calling your bluff right now, and it's time to switch it up and change it. You're asking for all these things. You want more extravagance. You want the luxury. You want the boyfriend. You want the husband. You want all these things, yet you're playing around. You're playing games, especially dating. I'm definitely seeing that. Your dating life, you're playing games. And that why do you think these men be playing games with your ass? Okay, you have to choose one, and I've been there. Okay, I was like, oh, they're gonna treat me like a dude. Well, I'm gonna act like a boy like Sierra. So what's up? Okay, and it wasn't good energy. Ain't nothing really come good out of that. Okay, because then my ass got played again, which is crazy because. But then I switched it up again. Okay, and praise God that I understood. Okay, because I almost missed out on a soulmate playing games. So be careful, because that might be you. You might be calling in a soulmate and then not getting the soulmate because you're playing. We also have Isis mothering in the reverse, but I'm going to put it upright for y'all. Definitely is a time to mother yourself, kind of like discipline yourself, like talk to yourself, like ask yourself, so yourself going to say, huh? You know, what have I been doing? What hasn't been working? You know, how have I been treating people? How have I been speaking to people? Has my communication been off? You know, these are the things you really need to ask yourself, and think about the places where, like, how you grew up, like where your mom wasn't there, or your mom wasn't, I don't want to say wasn't there, but like when you needed your mom in a specific way, or how your mom didn't parent you properly or whatever, and parent yourself in that way. We are not too old to still parent ourselves. Baby, we're learning every day. So you're going to constantly be feeling these energies, and these energies are going to be flowing to you daily to help you transition out of this space where you have that hurt inner child from the mother wounds. You get what I'm saying? Messages for Aries rising for this full moon. Messages for Aries rising for this full moon. Messages for Aries rising. Oh. All right. Galactic healer. Move forward with an open mind and illuminate the shadow. Focus on a solution. Okay, this is what we got going on. Again, that focus on a solution, illuminate the shadow. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Going inward and asking yourself and truly seeing yourself for who you are and being like, what have I really been doing this? Have I really been putting out negative energy? How much positive energy have I been flowing into the universe? You know, and things don't happen overnight. So don't expect like, oh, I'm going to be nice this entire week and so I could get something. Whenever you have that energy and not purity in your heart, it's truly going to show. And I'm going to tell you right now, nothing good is going to come from that energy. So you continue to flow into that negative ass energy, and that negative ass energy is going to continue to remain. Okay. As far as this galactic healer, move forward with an open mind. Stop being so critical of everything. You know, you need to learn to flow. Y'all haven't been flowing. I can feel that energy. Y'all have been very stuck, stagnated. You guys have been like, oh, I need to do this. I need to control. How are you sitting over here manifesting some shit, asking God to do this, asking God to do that, when you want to control everything? You want to be God. Ask yourself for it. You know what I'm saying? All them candles you wasted, all that sage you wasted, all this shit that you waste because you just can't let go. And I'm also talking to myself, okay? Virgo rising here. So sometimes I catch myself. But that's the thing. When you become self-aware, when you become in tune with yourself, Aries rising, then you can catch yourself and be like, oh shit, no, that's not the energy I want. Let me stop that. And you'll be able to keep catching yourself until you stop that behavior. You feel me? Y'all gonna be all right. All right. Deal with your shadow self. Okay. Accept your shadow self because that is part of you. Hello. All right. Anyway, thank you, Aries rising. I shall see y'all. So we got 4th house Gemini or Pisces rising. All right. I would love to know what a Pisces rising acts like. Comment down below if you're Pisces rising, okay? What's your behaviors? Well, I know your behaviors, okay? But I have never met a Pisces rising. I think that would be a very interesting placement. So let's get into your tea, and then we're going to go ahead and pull from the decks for you guys. So it says focus on what you are currently needing and what your family needs. 4th house is about relationships, okay? It's about home specifically. But that also pertains to relationships, okay? So, what do you need and what does your family need? How are your family relying on you too much? Are you relying on your family too much? What's going on with that, okay? Emotions regarding your family may come up, but bless them, okay? So you might be like, they didn't treat me right, they didn't do this, but send them blessings, okay? Because we don't really, parents, can we be honest here that majority of our parents from my generation and the generation after me are younger than us in the soul? They're younger than us. Let's be honest, because we keep telling them things. We keep trying to teach them things. How many things have you taught your damn parents at this point? Do you understand what I mean? We've really taught our parents a lot of stuff. They are more ignorant than us. So we just have to bless them for their ignorance because they don't know. They're so stagnated and stuck and shit. Y'all need to watch my last live, okay? Because I talked about the elders and how it's trickled and where we're at and how we have to level up, especially as parents or people who want to be parents or things like that, how we need to help the collective and the community because we are really the soldiers though, okay? Sorry, y'all, I live in an alley and the neighbor's got a damn motherfucking monster truck practically. So it is what it is. All right. The next thing, you don't need to overwork yourself, okay? There needs to be a balance. So, you might be trying to help your family right now or really overly helping your family at this current time. You got to find a balance between that. You guys have to, understand that, yes, your family may need you, but you also have to take care of yourself. When's the last time you did self-care, Pisces rising? All right, daydreaming at work is not self-care. Hello? I feel like I called somebody out on that one, okay? It says when the moon is full in your 4th house, you need to gain a balance between your outer aims and your goals and your inner needs. So all of this shit has to come into balance for you. Excuse me. All this stuff has to come into balance for you to propel you forward. And that's what this moon is calling for you, to really find a balance between that family, how you feel on the inside. Do you feel forced to do things? Because, even though we might be giving from our heart, even though we might be doing things in a good way, and that's our good intention, when in the back of our mind, we really don't want to do it, or we're like, about doing these things, that doesn't put out good energy. That it's like, it almost gets X'd out. Like it's a cancellation. You're doing a good thing, but it's negative energy. Like, it's really a cross with shit. And so that's kind of where we have it. I'm sorry, y'all, this neighborhood, ghetto, even though there's a lot of white people here, it's still ghetto. As you can clearly hear. Let me take a sip of water on that one. Mm-hmm. It's not really ghetto, but, So it says, check your relationships. Now is a time to add more energy into them and pour into yourself. So wherever you feel like things are lacking, like you need to communicate with somebody, you need to do things. I understand it's finals week. I understand things are, Corona, and there's a lot of things going on, a lot of energies, but now it's time, and Spirit's asking for a nice balance with this Gemini moon, okay? And you can pour into yourself. Pouring into yourself is doing a face mask. How long that take? 15, 20 minutes? Sometimes 10. Just depends what you're doing. There's a lot of energy that comes from that. So you can do little simple things to help make you feel better, okay? Hell, put on a dress today. Strut. Who gives a fuck? Okay, you heard it. You heard it here first. So it says release issues pertaining to your life, your home, and your family. Okay. Again, that's those traumas, those things that are coming up. It's time to release it. The energy is allowing for you to release it. Again, anything you do during this time right now is going to expand. So, that's why people are saying discipline December. I'm doing discipline December as well. I'm really on it this month because I'm not playing games. So that way, when Capricorn and Aquarius, both ruled by Saturn, come into play next year in January, February, things will be flowing for me because I took the time for the expansion to flow and me doing my hard work and diligence, and Saturn's going to bless me. Okay. So if you want to release those family issues, you really ready to get that shit over with, to dead the situations, now is the time to do that. You have the perfect time to start working in that expansion energy to get rid of it. Okay. It says if you have been having inclinations about home or where you live, now is the time to meditate and pray on it for direction. Okay. Ask Spirit, is this in alignment with your highest purpose to be here? Okay. But also, we must create sanctuary wherever we are. Just because you don't like it or anything, you have to create as much as a sanctuary as you can wherever you're at. Make it your home. Make it how you want to. Matter of fact, I need to go to damn Home Depot so I can repaint my wall. I love the color. It's a really dark blue, but dark energy, I didn't know how that works. Dark room, it's not gonna help. Yes, it's one wall, but it's also the wall I put my head against. That's a no-no. So, I need to go grab some paint. Like, do you understand what I mean? Create your sanctuary. Live your life. Have your shit how you want it. Because that's just going to help you manifest later. Buy a plant. Buy this. Buy, little shit is going to come too for you. All right. You need to forgive any upsets you have had with your family or friends. Pisces rising. Okay. And make your home a peaceful sanctuary. I swear, Spirit is beautiful. God is beautiful. I didn't even read that. I didn't even know that was there. And I put that on everything. Alignment is everything, for real. The chakra to focus on right now is the heart for you guys specifically. Okay. That came up. I was supposed to do it for the rest of the signs, but I had forgotten. So we're here. Y'all got it, Pisces. So that message was meant for y'all. Pisces risings. Messages for Pisces risings. Ooh. So we have inner conflict, shadow, losing oneself in the reverse. Okay, communication. So here we go. And this was in the reverse, the losing oneself. So there we go. I feel like you guys are really getting succumb to your circumstances, like where you're living and how you're living. Like your home is just like things aren't right. Okay. Things are just like out of whack. And you're really finding that it's like you want to balance, you're calling in balance, but you're not acting in that energy every day. You know what I mean? You guys got to start acting in the energy of what you want, how you want to be, who you want to be. That energy is going to cause a positive change for you. Pisces risings, okay? We have this shadow here, this inner conflict. I really, truly believe that has to do with both, because I'm really seeing a mother specifically. So this might be for some of you or a majority of you. But I'm seeing a mother. So you guys might really love your mom, and maybe you living with her is like helping her, but it's not good for your mental health and you can't do what you want to do. It's time to do for you, because we only live for us. We have to, look at your chart. What does your South Node say? You understand? Like, analyze your chart and really see how your chart is. What is your chart doing? You know, because this might just be an aspect of that you need to break free from this to hit that next level, to hit that next step. I know you're feeling stagnated and stuck right now because you've created that environment. Maybe it's no longer time for you to live there. She's going to have to figure something out. You guys have to realize that you guys cannot be Captain Save-A-Ho all the time. Can't do everything for everybody because you suffer. How are you supposed to help people when you're suffering? That doesn't make any damn sense, okay? If somebody is sick with cancer really bad, okay, and they don't care about their health, they're not eating right, they're not taking supplements, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, how are they supposed to get up and help you cook a meal and they don't fucking eat themselves? You understand what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So we really have to understand and get into grasp really like what we need out of life and what we want out of life and really put us first. That's very important. Okay. And that's where this communication card comes in. You know, it's time to speak up. It's time to say how you feel. It's time to, you know, get your shit together in the way that you want to get it together. Don't sit up here and just be, oh, well, this and that. It's not that you hate the person. It's you have to do what's best for you. And if that person truly loves you, they're not going to care. Hello. Messages for Pisces rising for this full moon. Messages, Pisces rising for this full moon. Messages for Pisces rising for this full moon. Messages for Pisces rising for this full moon. What we got going on? Oh, shit. I got a lot going on. Okay, Dark Night of the Soul. Life brings new meaning. Exactly. This chapter in this Gemini full moon is offering for you guys to level up. It's offering for you guys to show up for yourself because this is going to create a new beginning. Odin, stop. My cat's like putting his hand underneath the door and pulling it, trying to make noise. I hate when he does that. So this is like it says, life brings new meaning. This is new beginning as well. As soon as you know, the storm is done, the light comes at the end. So it's time to work through these things. It's time to challenge these things. It's time to come forward with this stuff. Okay. Then we have channel your knowledge, critical judgment. I'm sorry for the yelling, y'all, but y'all know how it is. Okay. So channel your knowledge, critical judgment. I feel like you guys know exactly where you need to be, what you need to do, how you need to do it. Work with your intuition. Don't doubt it, because that's you. That's who you are. That's yourself. That's your spirit, your inner self. Especially if you're a woman, that's your womb. Don't you want to be connected with your womb? Then your womb will tell you everything. That's your brain. There, we have two of them. That's why we're smart. That's why men have to have an extra 10%, and that still don't help them. A brain, okay? No offense to the men who's watching this, but you know that's your inner knowledge, and we have to learn to listen and be in it. Odin, stop! Before I put you on this camera. He is so bad, Lord. Every time the spirit or energy gets really high, he wants to be around me. But I ain't got time to get up and all that shit, okay? So we have emotional challenges, resolve the issues. Exactly. So these things that are coming up, these problems that are flowing to you, they're not flowing to you for any reason. It's really time to get right and understand this, because we're about to hit into expansion. When December 21st truly comes, it's going to be a whole new level. Manifestations are going to be like turning the fuck around, okay? And we cannot survive in a negative environment because negativity is going to expand for us, okay? So we have to really truly realize and feel what we need to expand on, who we need to expand on, the things we need, okay? So we really got to fucking track that shit. We really got to track it. We really got to understand it, okay? We got to get on the path, baby. All right. Next, we have fifth house or Aquarius risings. Okay. So fifth house, Gemini. What is calling to you? I believe this is the house of like fun and Not create. Why am I saying creativity? Not creativity. Like childlike things. Okay, kids, romance, creativity zone. Yeah. Okay. So are you having enough fun, Aquarius rising? Fifth house Gemini. Can bring up intense feelings about a child, and this don't have to be your own child, okay? Could be like a godchild or, maybe a future child you want, or, anything like that. It can bring up your love life, a creative project you're working on. A lot of things can come up to surface. And the emotions don't have to be negative. So I just want you to know that, okay? They don't have to be negative. You can possibly be pouring your heart out. Maybe that you're sad right now, or you have a lot of emotions to download, okay? This can definitely be a thing. Damn, y'all, I'm hungry, but I can't eat yet. I gotta work out. I might finish this in another portion, but I don't want to. I want to get it all done in one, okay? So, yeah, these emotions can be really tough for you guys to download right now. You can feel like a lot of things are coming in, pouring in, changing, this is a normal emotion, so don't feel like this is just like you're succumb to this. It's just the energies that are flowing for you right now, okay? But again, it doesn't have to be negative. It can be positive emotions. It just depends on how much work you've been doing, essentially. But you need to find balance between yourself and your friends, okay? Don't neglect. So I know I struggle with this all the time because I be so go all the time. And I really have to learn to be present, sometimes. So I do struggle with this a lot. I used to struggle with it a lot back in the day because I was having really bad health issues. And then now my asthma's kind of coming up again. So it's like I'm seeing these things reoccur themselves. And so I feel like these patterns that we've had and we created, Aquarius rising, it's time to transition out of that energy, okay? It's time to let go. And so is release and allow yourself some time off, okay? You've been working hard, baby. For these last few weeks, you've been working your ass off, okay? And you may feel like that you have to look after your friends, okay? Yes and no, find the balance for you. That's my suggestion on that. It says make this a sociable time where you are the one having the most fun. Sometimes, we pour so much into other people that we forget about ourselves. It's really time to transition and pour into ourselves and ask ourselves what we need, okay? It says it's time to finish up a project that you have been working on. I don't know who this is. My stomach just randomly started hurting very freaking bad, okay? Cramping up. So if you're having stomach issues, go get that checked. If you're having internal, intestinal, whatever issues, go get yourself checked out. Maybe it's time for you to do a cleanse, a detox, something, just make sure you get yourself checked out because it's calling right now. And that reminds me, calling colonic. That's something that's coming up. I'm gonna do one myself before the year is out. I've never done a colonic before, but it's really time to cleanse ourselves and rid our bodies of all this toxic shit that we've been pouring, especially for the holidays. It's time to relinquish that and step into new energy because things are going to be expanding again in Jupiter right here. We got Jupiter expansion. Sagittarius is fast moving, fire, quick, igniting. So you want to definitely be careful of those energies. If you're having any problems, deal with it now, okay? Because Daddy Saturn's going to whoop your ass. All right. So issues might arise between what your friends need and what you yourself need. Okay. So self-expression is a focus. Find a balance between your friends, yourself, speaking up, and letting the world know what you have to offer. Period. It's time for you to show the world who you are. Don't hide it. Don't hide, bask in it. Period. Okay. You're working as well like the 10th house. Okay. So Virgo risings as well. Y'all have the same energy that's going on right now for the most part. Besides your focus is on relationships, their focus on career. But definitely, yeah. So it says forgive anyone that drags you down. For any time you felt like you weren't a great parent, or anytime you took your life too serious. Now that should resonate with everybody. Forgive yourself. It's time. Why are you carrying on to it? Everybody, we're having a human experience. We weren't born with the knowledge. Because if we were born with the knowledge, baby, we wouldn't have no fucking problems here on this earth. Okay? There would be no racism, no classism, no capitalism. You know, you understand what I'm saying? If that was the case, we were born with the knowledge, we wouldn't be doing that. We wouldn't be destroying the planet, eating horrible. None of that. But we're not born like that. We have to learn. So forgive yourself for having a natural human experience. So the affirmation that I want you guys to take is I am a creative being, okay? I am a creative being. Woo! I almost dropped the cards. So messages for the Aquarius rising, 5th house Gemini. Messages for this full moon, okay? What do they need to know? These Aquarius risings for this Gemini full moon. What are the messages coming in? Okay. All your cards now fell. First card off the deck was full moon manifest in the reverse, okay? I think you guys have done enough manifesting right now. It's really time to fix the things that need to be fixed. I don't suggest that you manifest on a full moon anyway, but I think you guys are trying to call in too much energy and you're not releasing enough energy. And that's why we have the Raven rebirth in the reverse. Odin, stop. Damn. He loves doing that. All right, so we have the Raven, the rebirth in reverse. It's truly time for you to transform yourself, to transform your life. And with this loneliness card, I do feel like you feel like this, and you guys are also scared of this. You guys are scared to get deep into loneliness. But if you can't love yourself or love who you are or love who you're becoming, what can you do with life? Like, you can't manifest anything. You can't bring in new energies. You can't really expel things. Like, you really have to learn to love yourself. So maybe calling in some self-love right now, or just asking for the self-love, talking to yourself in the mirror, saying positive affirmations for yourself or on yourself. This can really be some good energy to help you out during this lunar eclipse here. But loneliness is a good thing when you really love yourself. Like, I love to isolate. I'm a Virgo, so I'm naturally a hermit, and I like to be by myself. And y'all need to get into that space where you enjoy your own company. Are you really that much of a boring bitch? Because if you're that much of a boring bitch, then who's going to want to hang out with you anyway? Hello? So then your relationships become superficial, and it gets dependent upon lies. And then now you have trauma bond friendships, which are going to be gone anyway. And bitch, you're going to end up lonely anyway. So you either deal with it or you don't, okay? That doesn't mean that you can't have friends while you're trying to work on yourself. But I will tell you, friends disappear quickly when you start working on yourself, when you start loving yourself, when you fully transitioning, because they don't know that space, especially a lot of people who want to feel better than you. I'm preaching right now. I can feel it. People be wanting to feel better or feel like they're superior. And then once you start working on yourself, you start transitioning, you start knowing shit, you start doing this, you start doing that, they get threatened. They don't like that shit. That's the problem with a lot of people's friends right now. Okay? I just preached to somebody. I don't know who it was, baby, but that was a message for you. Period. Big dot. All right? All right. Messages for these Aquarius risings for this full moon. Messages for Aquarius risings for this full moon. Okay, what do we have? We have third eye vision. Reclaim your mind. Exactly. Soul fragments. Balance will be restored. Look at that. Balance is coming for you as long as you allow it to come in. Have you been allowing balance to come in? Have you been allowing God to come in, or have you been too controlling? Okay. This third eye vision, reclaim your mind. Definitely focus on your third eye chakra during this time and opening up and being open to receive, because that's also part of your intuition, is your third eye. Your sacral chakra are truly the keys to your intuition. At least to me personally, I feel like that's really what drives your intuition to flow. And so when these things can be out of balance, we find ourselves struggling. Okay. And even if in the physical form, if it's out of balance, we can find ourselves struggling. Bro, why is it so hot today? I don't know what's going on, but it feels really freaking Woo, or just maybe just the energy is coming in right now. 73 degrees right now here. Maybe it feels hot as hell. But I guess that's just spirit coming in. But really, we need to focus on our third eye, focus on our intuition, focus on everything, because we know these things and we're not about to be condemned to our mind. We're not about to let our mind do the talking for us. Hello. We got this shit. We truly have we really have more power than we believe or we like to believe. And I want you guys to really stand in that Aquarius rising. Know your worth, okay? And stop being so damn fixed, okay? Start flowing with the energy and stop flowing against it, all right? So now we're on to the 6th house, Gemini, or Capricorn rising. All right. So what this energy is calling for you is to bring peace into your life, okay? What does the 6th house represent, okay? You know what? I'm still learning astrology and I have no problem saying that. I am not perfect. But I do a lot of research, okay? So I'll be getting on it. 6th house, that's right, your health zone. No shit. I know this one. Why am I? So this is like health zone. This has to do with like your workout, your daily habits, the things that you do like daily, okay? So that's the 6th house, essentially. So your feelings about what you do to earn a living can come up, okay? Especially, I know you're Capricorn rising, so if you feel like you're not getting enough, like your self-worth is also wrapped up in your bank account, just like Taurus rising, okay? And so you guys are having those issues when you're not meeting the needs that you want to, or if you're not getting paid enough, things like that, okay? Your fears of health can be a theme. So you definitely want to be careful about your health, how you're taking your health, how you're dealing with your health, all of that, okay? Don't be fearful, because fear draws in disease and illness. Okay, we're not living in fear, and I want you guys to know that. Okay, we're just living in fixing things. You feel like there's a problem, okay, fix it. Set an appointment. My lungs have been bothering me for the past 2 months. Okay, I know I don't have COVID, and I'm not claiming it. Period. But like I set my doctor's appointment. Do those things. Don't be fearful. Handle your shit. That's what you really need to do, okay? And it says if you have been working on yourself and doing your work, this full moon will reveal to you who you truly are. So you can stand in, bask in everything. And if there's something you don't like or something that's just resonating a little bit, now's the time to go ahead and just release it. Let it go. All right. It says you will see your good points and your flaws, okay? We all have flaws, though. We all have things that we're not favorable of, but that's part of our human experience. It's part of us. And if we love ourselves, we have to love it, period, okay? And it says this is all about your daily life you live, okay? This full moon gives you a chance to start again on your health journey, your body, mind, and spirit, okay? When it comes to health, it is truly body, mind, and spirit. The vessel is just one portion. Taking supplements, eating right, all this, that is just part of it, okay? But how are you feeding your mind? Are you watching reality TV every damn day? Are you watching fights every day? Are you constantly on social media all damn day? When's the last time you picked up a book for your mind? You know what I mean? And then your spirit. Are you meditating? Are you talking to God? Are you journaling? Are you, what are you doing? Okay, ask yourself. Then it says release issues about habits. You know, again, this has to do with our daily life. So the things that we're not like fond of that we do, let it go. I'm not saying I'm a nose picker, but let's just say you're a nose picker. You have a problem with it. You don't like it. Okay. Well, put some pepper on your damn finger then. I bet you'll stop then. Put some garlic on your nail, underneath your nail for the day. I bet you it'll stop then. You understand what I'm saying? Do things to help relinquish those habits, okay, that we don't like. If your habit is talking to a fuck boy all the time, then we need to release that, baby. It's time to move. It's time to move on, okay? We don't have time for this fuckboy behavior, this fuckboy shit. It's time to level up, okay? If your habit is the same dude every time and then you be crying, then you can't get mad at nobody but yourself. So this full moon gives you, oh, I already said that. My bad. Let me see. If you aren't happy about things right now, then adjust your rising and evening routines, okay? When you get up, what's the first thing you do? You grab your phone, you do this, you do that. Okay, maybe you should meditate a little. And I'm not saying you can't grab your phone. Maybe you'll pull up a meditation. You know what I mean? Meditate. I write a gratitude list every time I get up, okay? There's things that you need to do to change your routine, to figure it out. You know, I work out in my rising, not my evening, but let's say you want to work with the moon more, you know, get more feminine. Maybe you'll do yoga at night, okay? That'll help open up your yoni, start helping you with your sacral chakra if you're having issues. Do you understand? You following me now? So now it's time to change our routines and to fix them for Capricorn rising. Yeah. Okay. So it says take the time to let go of old ways and start them differently. And unhealthy or toxic habits need to be realized now, okay? Because you're not going to have this 12-month cycle you're not going to have this to another 12-month cycle. So why not deal with this when this sector is in your 6th house now? Handle it. That's what I did, and it's really helped propel me when the 6th house, I'm a 6th house Aquarius. So when we had that Aquarius full moon a while back, I really used that to help propel me. Start working out, start doing this, start doing that. And even though I may have dropped off, I started back up again. You know, it helped me propel forward. Normally I'd be like, fuck it. I don't even care. But, you know, now I'm like, no, I really need to get on this, you know, which again, that Jupiter energy is going to bless you. So if you're working out, you're going to get blessed with a flat stomach. Okay. You're going to get blessed with good health. You're going to get blessed with muscles. You understand? The energy is here for you to help you right now. So it doesn't matter what sign you are, it's going to help, okay? And it says it's time to deal with the real world. I know sometimes we get lost in our daily routines, and it's easy to get lost right now because we're in COVID, we're inside and all that. And that's why I'm calling for y'all to ground yourselves and ground your energy, okay? Here we are. Balance your responsibilities, your life, meditation, anything. Anything is time to balance. Things that are out of balance is now dig into that Libra energy and figure some shit out, okay? Because this is calling for you for your time, and this is going to set you up for next year. So if you want to be set up, you want to be organized, you want to have this, you want to have that, this is going to help you do that, all right? So it says, forgive people that you see daily that annoy you in little ways, okay? This could be people at work, things like that, all right? Just know that they're human. Know that they have a birth chart. Know that they might be dealing with something at home. Know that, you know, that maybe that's how they were raised, okay? Everybody is different. And if you don't like the energy, it's time to change it, right? We can't complain if we're not doing anything to change that. Maybe apply somewhere else, okay? I understand we're in COVID, but maybe you want to start your own business, okay? There's a lot. Maybe you could type so much shit here on YouTube and figure out what kind of business you want. On my last video, I actually put y'all on the elders video, and I gave you guys some tea on so opening a business and having a business. I gave you guys resources, okay, for free 99 to figure some shit out for yourself. So don't say that there's no resources, baby, because I'm helping y'all. It says, forgive yourself for unhealthy habits, make changes, and press forward, okay? It is time, and we are getting called to do that shit. It's time to release it. It's time to get to get forward. Like I said, don't come to me next year talking about, damn, I'm still smoking these cigarettes. I'm still here doing this. I don't want to smoke these damn cigarettes. Well, then that's your fault that you sit up here smoking cigarettes. Okay. Yes, I say cigarettes like that. Okay. It's your damn fault that you're smoking damn cigarettes. Don't blame nobody else because you had the time now. Okay. And your affirmation is, I am in perfect health. Capricorn rising. Y'all like to work hard on everything else, but y'all can't work hard on your health. Okay. How you supposed to work when you're unhealthy? How you supposed to call in manifestations when you're unhealthy? I don't understand how that. I didn't know it worked like that, but all right. Being a little condescending, just a little bit. All right, Capricorn risings. Messages for this full moon. Capricorn risings. Ooh, it's 111. Capricorn risings. All right, so beautiful. So you have isolation. I just told you about this, about being by yourself. It's time. Winter. We're about to hit winter. It's really time to isolate. Yes, you are in isolation because of COVID already, but it's true unless you're in Atlanta. Shit. Woo! Atlanta is going on about their damn business. Okay, biz naive. I respect it. Do what you got to do, baby. But this isolation is truly a time for transformation. Whenever, I don't know if y'all know about the Bible and stuff, but just these stories that come up, it's like when they go into isolation, they have revelations, they have visions, they have manifestations come true. Like a whole bunch of things happen when people go in exile. And it's a good positive changes. And so truly, that's what this is calling for you, to allow yourself to kind of isolate, which Capricorn, you kind of already do. So that's kind of a natural thing for you guys to do. So it's okay to be in hermit mode and really be focusing on yourself. You guys also have this Candula card, and it's healing. And so right now, the energies are definitely calling for you to heal yourself. Body, mind, and spirit, okay? And the soul. There's no excuse to not do these things. There's no excuse to not challenge yourself or heal yourself or level up yourself, okay? We can all do it. We can all transform our lives if we really take the time to do that. So the healing is perfect time for you right now. And get into perfect health. There's nothing wrong with starting, because next year you're going to wish you started now. You understand what I mean? And I don't want you guys to get hit with Daddy Saturn and have a shitty beginning of the year. That's why I really want y'all to focus on this Discipline December for real. Everybody to take part in Discipline December, because it's really going to bless. Like y'all have no idea. Like I just see a down windfall, like just a huge blessing being poured upon the collective for those of everybody who's done the work. And that's why I've been encouraging people in my personal life to do your fucking work, because I would hate for y'all to have a bad beginning of the year, because we have to deal with this shit. We have to deal with our problems. We have to deal with everything, because they're just going to keep coming up, and it's going to be in a more fucked up situation. How many times have you repeated the cycles you're repeating now? Hello? Aren't you done? Aren't you tired? I know I'm fucking done repeating these damn cycles. I don't want to keep doing this shit. So I'm going to do everything in my power to stop that. Because what's going to happen truly is we're going to end up repeating these cycles that we are in now for years. I'd hate for that to happen to you. You miss your opportunity and window because you want to play around. That's dumb. You know what I mean? So it's really time for us to get to where we need to be. And we have autumn preservation. Okay. This is very near and dear to my heart, because when I first picked up this deck, I shuffled and this was the first card I got. And that is my middle name. Okay. I was almost called Autumn. So this card is dear and near to me. But this preservation, again, that has to do with that isolation. It's time to just be one with self, to come into self, because when Capricorns and Virgos really do that, we always come out shining. And so now this is calling for you to come out shining, to come out and level up. All right. Because a lot of people might have a shitty December, but baby, that's not going to be you. You make it what you want. So if you want to cultivate your life, do it. Be the magician. We are all the magician, truly. Truly. Capricorn rising. Messages for Capricorn risings. Exactly. I don't even feel like I need another, but I will show you guys the bottom, which is meditation, the bottom of the deck. Improvements require persistence. God works so fast. Woo! Spirit works so fast. Works so fast. Look at that. Did I not just say this? Improvement require persistence. We got to keep working. Then we have ground your light right here. Okay. So it says, let your soul shine. So it's really time to, again, just come into yourself, really light up your own self, your own vessel, get yourself together. So then that way, on your next part of your journey, I guarantee you're going to have to help somebody. And what you've done is going to help not only you, yourself remain grounded, but it's going to help that other person. Okay. Because that's what we want. Okay. We want community. We need help. Ah, my damn titties. I just got off my cycle. Literally, my cycle ended yesterday. It ended the tail end of yesterday. And sometimes, the shit just be hurting. I gotta be honest. It just be like that. All right, we're gonna go into 7th house or Sagittarius risings now. Okay. Sag rising. Now, y'all asses be wild. I'm kidding. So this is your love zone, like relationships and stuff like that. Okay. So I know that y'all might be having some issues. The love stuff might be coming up for you, exes and all of that. But we're going to get into this. Okay. So expect relationship issues to surface, Sagittarius rising. This can bring up intense feelings about your love life. Okay. It's time for you to step aside a bit and invest emotional energy into your other half or other people in your life. Okay. Have you been putting too much into you and not giving enough? Because again, we need a balance. And right here, there should be a balance if someone else needs your attention. Okay. You shouldn't always be focused on yourself, every damn day. Okay. Or none of y'all niggas over here playing the game all damn day. Period. But apparently they need it. Okay. I don't know how we got it to this point, Lord, but fix it, please. So it says, if there's a friendship or a relationship that's ending now, you can proceed because it was divine time. Is that, with this moon here, it's allowing for you guys to let go of those relationships and those things that no longer serve you. So right now is a great time for you. Okay. Now it says release issues about love and relationships. Okay. Whether there's present or past. Okay. Especially the past, we need to learn to let go of these things, to transition. And I mean, hell, if it was this week, I understand it's fresh, it's new, but we really have to not hold on to things no more, because that's controlling. And our whole point is to surrender and let things flow so they can flow to us. Okay. So if we flow, things can flow back. You get what I mean? It says it can be time when we decide to sever ties in a relationship that has reached its used by date. Okay. Because, some people are in here for a season. Some people are here for a lifetime. You really have to, you never know. And that's why I always go into every day as, how can I say this? Like every day I try not to hold on to people. I'm like, this may be the last day that I hang with them. And that allows you to be present. I may not have this friend anymore. So let me enjoy this moment and not be on my phone. Let me enjoy this moment and not call my nigga to come pick me up. Oh, wow. Well, excuse the fuck out of me. You see, this is what I'm saying. It's ghetto. White people is ghetto. Don't let them tell you otherwise. They are ghetto. Okay. They calling us that, but baby, that's them. That's how you think they know ghetto. See? All right, back to the reading. So it says a tug of war might arise between what you need and what your partner or boss or best friend or other VPs need. Okay. So you might feel like, well, I need to pour into myself. It's really time to balance. Okay. I don't know who the fuck is driving, but I'm about to go outside and cuss they ass out and take y'all with me. Okay, we are trying to do a reading here. So, you know, with this tug of war, we really just have to find a balance, okay? And know that, you know, if you're giving too much or they're taking too much, then you need to pour into yourself, okay? If it's a boss, baby, it's time to look for a new job. It's time to start working for ourselves, maybe. Okay, what is Spirit calling you to do? Because this year, Spirit has really called the majority of us to start working for ourselves. Hello. Thank you. Okay, so it says find a balance between thinking about yourself and someone else. No matter the type of relationship now is the perfect time to find balance on a common ground. Okay, so friendship, family, cousins, aunties, uncles, all of that shit. That's the time. And I'm getting confirmation. My hand is itching. This is one way I channel. So that's very important for you guys during this time to find that balance. Okay, and it's hard because a lot of the like older people in our lives, as far as like parents and stuff, they don't have a balance. They don't know what the fuck balance is. Can we be honest? They have no idea what balance is. Okay. Majority of them. And so sometimes your balance might be off, but don't allow your balance to be off because somebody else's balance is off. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's just gonna fuck you up. If they can't come to common ground, then all right, bye. On to the next. You know what I mean? And then it says, forgive anyone and everyone who isn't you. Okay, because sometimes we like to be perfect. Sometimes we get frustrated, you know, and all this shit. Everybody can't be you, Sagittarius. Everybody is not, or Sagittarius rising. Everybody is not smart like you. Everybody is not well versed as you. Everybody doesn't have a deep seated emotion. You understand what I mean? Not everybody feels the adventure. Not everybody wants to go. Like, you know, not everybody understands. A lot of people are younger than you. Spirit, like in their soul. And that's why you have to teach them so much shit. Because they don't get it. So don't feel like, you know, I know how Sagittarius be like, you know, we can't be like that. And for anybody who's an air dominant with Sagittarius rising, you need to calm your ass down. Okay? Before you start a brush fire. Okay? Forgive yourself for any relationship mistakes. Okay? We're all having a human experience. What are you sitting over here? Oh, well, I should have did this. Replaying, which one of y'all up in here replaying situations in your head talking about, oh, they disrespect me. I let them disrespect me. I should have did this. I should have did that. If you don't should have sat your ass down, everything is divine. You have to know that. Look, 1, 2, 3 right now. It's 1:23 p.m. Everything is divine order. That's truly what 1, 2, 3 means. Divine timing, divine order. Allow things to flow. If you believe in that divine, then everything you've done was divine. It's led you right here. Hello. Okay. And your affirmation is, I am love. I am loving and I am lovable. Okay. You hear me? Sagittarius, because I know some Sagittarius rising, y'all self-worth is a little off. Okay. It's a little rocky right now. You need to get that shit together. Stare in the mirror. Write out, look at affirmations every damn day. Do something, Sagittarius rising, because it's not cute anymore and people are sick of your shit. I'm just going to be honest. All right. You're too grown to be in the position that you're in. Can I be honest? Sorry. All right. Sagittarius rising for this full moon in Gemini. I just have to be honest with y'all, you know? Like, if I'm not going to be honest, who's going to be honest, you know? So, first card out of the deck, the door, closure, in the reverse, okay? And then we have summer play in the reverse. And then we have bottle of poison, toxicity in the upright, Sagittarius rising. So, you guys have really dug yourself into a hole. You guys have dug your hole and you really hate where you're at. And you're like, you're wallowing in this energy, but you've created this mess. You fucking dug the hole. You took the time to find the spot. You brought the shovel. You dug the hole. You know, you went and you walked in the hole and now you're sitting in there and you're pissed off. You're mad. You hate it. You're like, why the fuck am I here? And it's like, baby, you did it all. That's where this toxicity comes in. You are your own toxicity. You drink your own poison. You create your own poison. Matter of fact, you put everything that's poisonous in the fucking pot, bring it all together to a motherfucking boil, let it simmer, pour it in a teacup and drink it. That's what you're doing, Sagittarius rising. And you're wondering why your situation is what it is, okay? With that Sagittarius energy, you guys are fast moving, quick, blah, 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 blah. And that has really fucked y'all up, okay? That moving quick energy, it's like you're moving quick upwards or you're moving quick downwards. You get it? And so you guys have just moved yourself quickly downwards because things weren't going right. You gave up. You gave up. That's what this play in reverse is, because you forgot what it's like to be a child. You forgot what it's like to be free flowing. You forgot what it's like to be free. That honestly, that's the most free time of our lives, regardless of what's going on, is being a child. Even if it's for a moment, even if it's for 5 minutes, being a child is your most free flowing moments. And if you can't live in that energy, you can't be in those playful times, then what are you doing with your life? You're supposed to have fun, Sagittarius rising. Stop punishing yourself. But you also have to do and change shit. And this closure card here has to do, it's like you're closing a chapter for yourself, okay? You're closing a chapter for this episode, okay? And Spirit's really telling you right now that it can go 2 ways. So you guys can really level up, end the chapter, close the book, forgive those people, deal with your shit, handle your shit. Okay, that's one way. And then you're on to the next. You entered 4D dimension. You're going into 5D. You all the shit is working out. Okay, nonetheless. Or you're gonna need the closure because you're focused on these other people. You're focused on what they're doing, how they're doing it, how they're functioning, how they're moving. And you're not focused on yourself. This is creating an imbalance, or will create an imbalance in your life. So the more that you hang on to shit, Sagittarius rising, the more shit that's negative, you're essentially going to keep drinking your poison. I know you don't like your life right now, Sagittarius rising. I know you're not happy where you're at. So fucking change it. You're the magician. You have the power. Stop. You can't blame anybody else at this point anymore. It's just you. And that's the honest truth, okay? Sagittarius rising. Messages for Sagittarius rising. Okay. Messages for Sagittarius rising. Woo. Okay. Open intuition. Seek clarification, okay? It's time to really open yourself up to the ethers, is what I'm hearing, okay? Be open to receive. You guys are really closed off because of your environment. And you guys, like, it's like almost anxiety, like, oh my God, this is just horrible, blah, blah, blah. Like, you speak and spew negativity, and like, you're just so like closed in. But you don't understand that when you open yourself, you open your aura, things come around for you. Shit, like things start turning around for you, Sagittarius rising. Things will start coming to you. They'll flow to you because you are a magician. Sagittarius always have what they want. Sagittarius always get the bag. Sagittarius sons, for the most part. Your Sagittarius rising, you still have that energy. Your rising sign is the first point when people meet you, first see you. That's number 1. That's in your first house, the start of shit. You have Sagittarius in your first house. Initial. So you should have been had the bag, baby. You always can have the bag. You always can have the life. You always can have the house. You always can have the partner. You can have all of that shit. But you have to open yourself up. Open your center up. Start getting centered, okay? So we have living light energy. See the beauty in life. Exactly. Create your reality. See what are the things that are going on for you, Sagittarius rising, that you like right now? What is popping right now? What is making you do a handstand off the wall? Shake your ass right now. What is working for you right now? Okay? Focus on those energies and then start seeing how you interact with that. Let's say you have a good relationship right now. Okay, well, I'm going to focus on this good relationship. what's working? Am I speaking life into it? Am I taking time to yin and yang with my partner as far as give and take? You know, what am I doing in the relationship that's working? And then apply that shit to your life. Whatever's working. Maybe it's career that's working. Same shit. And then apply it to the rest of your life, baby. And they come up, okay? And this says align your universe, navigate distractions. Okay, that's your problem, Sagittarius rising. You guys love distractions. Y'all will do a whole bunch of shit to deflect, to go this way, to do that. You'll talk about this, you'll do that, you do this. You guys love to avoid your problems. And now it's time to highlight those things. Spirit's telling you it's time to deal with it, baby. As shitty as it is, it's really time to handle the energy. Okay, it's time to deal with it. It's time to navigate it. It's time to really just put these energies on the forefront and stop distracting yourself with little bullshit and trinkets all damn day. Because truly, what is that going to do for you when you keep ignoring? Because your demons aren't going to ignore you. I hate to use that word. Like, yeah, I'm not saying that y'all are possessed, but like your traumas are going to attack you. They're going to haunt you. And I would hate for you guys to have a shitty beginning of the year because you guys don't want to deal with it. You're in your sign right now. Hello? Sagittarius is in the first house. We are in Sagittarius season, Jupiter expansion. You can literally get anything you fucking want right now. If you take the time to work with this full moon. Work with it. Stop working against everything all the damn time. Okay? Stop trying to be, oh, I'm trying to rebel. I'm doing this. That shit gets old. Grow the fuck up. Sorry I had to read y'all like that, but sometimes Sagittarius risings, it's really time to grow the fuck up so you can level the fuck up. Okay? You'll be able to do all the childlike shit that you want to do as soon as you get your mind right. All right? Now, 8th house, Scorpio rising. Okay? So 8th house, Gemini or Scorpio rising. Oh, shit. The water just splashed me. Lord of mercy. Okay. Let me put my glasses on because y'all know I can't really see. So right now it says sort out feelings about sex and money. Okay. 8th house is definitely about sex and has to do with your money. Sometimes it can be shared finances. So yeah. This can bring up intense feelings about your sex life and your finances. It's all about finding a balance between what you give and take. Has that not? This must be the theme about the Gemini thing, okay? About give and take. Give and take. Because this thing has been coming up a lot. So really, truly, give and take, okay? Are you fuck everybody that come around, okay? Even in COVID? Or are you trying to please yourself and not worried about pleasing your partner? Hello? Because you might just end up with a disease for your karma. And it might be incurable. You know, I'm not wishing that on you, baby, but I'm just saying, like, when you don't have a balance, the universe has a funny way of making sure shit gets balanced, okay? And all right. So it says, if you have been doing too much of either, balance it out, okay? When we give too much, but don't know how to take, we actually mess with the natural laws that govern free flow. Exactly. Okay? So we have to fucking get the shit right. Because if we don't get it right, get it tight, shit will fuck up us. Okay? Even if we're giving too much, we have to pour into ourselves. And I had to really learn that this past, like, 3 months. And I'm still kind of learning how to give to myself more than I'm giving to others. Okay? It's a challenge. It says, sorry, trying to make sure I have my space. How can the universe send you an abundant stream of good things? Scorpio rising. Okay. I'm going to reread that too. How can the universe send you an abundance of stream of good things if you're not receiving them without a fight? You're being very resistant and stubborn. Okay. Hello. It says paying off bills and debts are governed in your favor right now. Yes I mean, of course, if you have the money to pay for some debts, then by all means. I'm not telling you what to do or how to do with your money, but I really feel like student loan debt at least is going to be wiped. So I'm not paying my student loans. I don't know about you. That is my reparation. So they can suck my dick. I don't care. But yeah. So there's that. It says release issues about things that you are holding back or stopping you from living your dreams. Okay. And it may be yourself. You might, are you holding yourself back by not being open to receive? Okay. It says the 8th house is about transformation, death, and rebirth. Absolutely. So it's really time for you to change as a person. It's time for you to transform. It's time for you to transform your situation. It's time for you to dead all the things that no longer serve you anymore. Dead the habits, dead the behaviors, dead the mindset that just that isn't there anymore, And through, sorry y'all, again, through death, I can't believe I said they had a monster truck. They really do though. Through death, it's not the end, it comes rebirth. So know that it's not true. Every ending is a beginning. It truly is, okay? So there might be a tug of war that arises between your money and where your money meets someone else, okay? So if it applies, it applies. Find a balance between how much you think you're worth and how much you're actually being remuttered for your efforts at work, okay? Is it, because we know 99% of the time these jobs don't really pay you what you owe. Hello? Am I speaking the damn truth? It also says find a balance between how much you think you're worth and how much you're actually, oh, bitch, I just read that. Lord help me. All right. So it says it's about self-worth and worth and the worth someone else has placed on you. A lot of times we don't realize that, oh, I have good self-worth, but it actually comes from somebody else hyping us up every day or doing something. Like, how do you truly feel on the inside? Scorpio rising. Hello. Okay. It says being your own boss financially and depending on others to pay you. Financial windfalls might be coming to you soon. So if you've been reaping good benefits, if you've been doing the things you are supposed to be doing, Scorpio risings, then everything is going to start flowing back to you, especially during this month, Sagittarius, because again, it's expansion with Jupiter. So we're working in some good energies right now. All right. It says sex and issues regarding sex can come up. So you need to deal with them. Okay. You could even do sex magic to incorporate that. Okay. I've done that before to help fix issues and problems that I had. Okay. Baby, Kegels are the truth. Kegels are the truth for releasing if you're a woman. Okay. You breathe in and you let it go. Sync with your breathing and you'll really find some healing. Okay. You can also put your hands over your womb and do this. Okay. This is a very good ritual that I like, that I've done, and that has helped me tremendously. Okay. So if you're having womb issues or sexual issues or, issues from trauma, that will help you. Okay. So it says, forgive anyone you feel that has overstepped the mark, hurt you, or broken a taboo. It's really time to start letting go and releasing, okay? Because we're stepping into a new paradigm where it's time to focus on us for healing, and we can't focus on other people for healing. You get it? Like, it's like either we're on the ship or we're not on the ship. We can't take anybody with us on the ship. It just has to be us. So we really have to focus on ourselves right now. It says, forgive yourself of the money problems and the ones you blame yourself for. All right. Hello. When we hang on to money problems, especially, that prevents the free flowing of abundance to come to us. If I can't pay for something, I never sit here and be like, oh, I can't pay. I'm gonna be like, oh, well, thank you, God, for letting me buy groceries. Thank you. Every time I pay something now, I'm like in so much gratitude, and it's truly bringing more abundance back to me. Baby, like, y'all have no idea the abundance that has been flowing for me, free flowing, because I've been open to it, because I have let go, because I've been thankful for the things when I pay for things. It's all about your mindset and how you are. I'm always grateful to pay my bills because, Maybe then they don't want to be calling me, hounding me. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful. I don't care how much it is. Thank you, God. I don't got to deal with it and have people hounding me and calling me. I ain't got to have my phone turned off. None of it. You want to, right here, okay? Your affirmation, okay? Scorpio risings, right? We're in Scorpio. Yes. Is I shed my past and I evolve, okay? So messages for Scorpio risings for this full moon. Messages for Scorpio rising for this full moon. Okay, we have rebirth in the reverse. It's definitely time. We already talked about this. I don't need to talk anymore. It's really time for a new beginning, a rebirth. Okay, rebirth yourself, reinvent yourself, especially in the financial sector during this time. Really thank God for everything you can pay. Even if you could only afford $1 bag of chips. Just a few years ago, I couldn't afford any of that shit. I was starving every day, baby. And praise God that clearly I'm not starving anymore. But praise God that I literally can plan a meal and go to the store and grab some. You know what I mean? It's the little things that we are grateful for from our past. Okay. I remember eating tuna out the motherfucking can, eating beanie weenies and Vienna sausages and Spam and shit. Okay, praise God I don't have to eat that shit no more. Praise God. Okay. Maybe I have truffle seasoning in my cabinet. That's a luxury. So we really have to be grateful for just the little fucking things. Grateful that you have a blanket to sleep with at night, okay? Even if you are homeless, baby, at least you're not cold. You know what I mean? Be grateful that at least you have some clothes to wear to change. Every time you change your shower, thank you, God, for giving me a shower. Thank you, God, for cleansing me, cleansing my energy, refreshing my day. You understand what I'm saying? And these things will start to flow and create abundance all around you. Baby, you'll be getting discounts out of nowhere. Baby, I get random refunds for and I'm like, nothing was wrong with the product. I never returned it. Boom. Nothing. And that's what I'm saying. The abundance flows to you when you act in it. Okay. Oh, I need y'all to ask a question right now. Ask Spirit a question, please. Ask Spirit something that you've been wanting to know, something that you has just been marinating, okay? Baby, the answer is no. I'm sorry. But the answer is no, okay? So, and I don't want you guys to get discouraged by this no. What I want you guys to know is that maybe right now is not the divine time, okay? Or maybe God has something better for you. We truly never know. And so, we truly never know. So don't be discouraged by your no. And then we have a sugar skull in the reverse. Honor your past. Okay, this has to do more with your ancestors and things of that sort. So, maybe you guys really need to get in touch with your ancestors. And I don't mean asking them for shit, but honoring them. That's exactly what it says. Honor them, uplift them, make them a plate. I know that I need to make my ancestors is due for a plate. Okay. And I'm sorry. Okay. But y'all got fresh alcohol and all of that. Okay. So sometimes you got to get it played. My favorite activity with my ancestors when I'm trying to uplift them and uplift the energy, I like to play oldies music and just dance in front of my altar. And I just feel like I'm dancing with them, having a good time, uplifting the energy because a lot of them didn't die well. You know what I mean? A lot of them had issues. So we just have to uplift our ancestors as best as we can because we're going to be the next set of ancestors. And so they have to recognize us. So when we go, same thing with our spirit guides. Imagine all your life not dealing with your spirit guides, not dealing with your ancestors, all that shit. And by the time you die, you have no idea who's going to guide you. So when your shit shows up, you can't even be guided nowhere. And that's why a lot of dead people still survive here on earth because they have no idea. They don't know where they're going. And so it's like an afterlife thing that you have to deal with. So to whoever, take the time to deal with them now. So when you have to deal with them in the future, you're good to go. All right. Messages for the Scorpio risings. Messages for this full moon. I feel good today. The energy is just, it's a good day. Praise God. Messages for the Scorpio risings. Okay. Today's a little backed up, but you know what? It's divine. So we have awakened spirit, desire to change. Exactly, Scorpio risings. It's really time for you. And you know, as a Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon, Scorpio sun, you guys always, it's always transformation for you. Life is transformation. Life is change. Life is number 5. And, whoa, I got a message for y'all. This year coming up is a 5 year. Okay. And I love 5. I work with 5. 5 is changes. You guys are really going to elevate and get to where you need to be as long as you do the work, Scorpios. Y'all really gonna level up. Y'all gonna really transition. Y'all gonna really get the bag. Y'all really gonna get to where you need to be. And it's a blessing. Like, you guys are really at that point, Scorpio risings, where it's like, you know, it's almost like it's like the build up. And next year is going to be amazing for you. And just continue to do your work. Continue to, sit with your ancestors. Continue to heal yourself and heal others and transform yourself and help others transform, because that's hard to do. And you guys know how to do it. So we need you guys to help us. Hello. All right. And then we have the shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. Okay. For you guys, it's definitely protection. Be careful of putting yourself out into the world. And when I mean that, I mean like anoint yourself daily with something. Okay. I anoint myself daily with lilac oil that I made myself. So I put lilac oil and some sunflower oil, and I let it marinate in the sun for a couple of days, let it sit. And I use that because lilacs are for protection. You can do that with lavender. You can buy somebody's protection. I also use sometimes Big Empress Energies protection oil. It's very strong and potent, but it really just like balances you. Whenever I feel the energy is off or like something is weird, I always put it on and it always grounds me. So I really like that. But start like anointing yourself, start praying over yourself and over your life, and you're going to see transformation. Okay. That prayer is very important for you. Okay. Look at this. Birth of creation, potential growth. Praise God. Look at how spirit just came through right there. You understand what I mean? Everything is in alignment. It is time for you to rebirth. Look at it. Time for you to rebirth. It's time for you to transition. It's time for you to level up. It's time for you to get the bag. It's time for you to get the man, the girl, whatever. You know what I mean? It's really time for us. And Scorpio risings, I'm proud of you. You can do this work. You guys, I can't wait for the next reading. Okay, for the full moon or the new moon, because I just feel like y'all are gonna level up something serious. All right. Thank you. So we're on to 9th house, Libra risings. We're almost done. Woo, 2 hours on here. I definitely feel the 2 hours, baby. Let me just be honest. But I'm not gonna rush it. It is what it is. All right. So messages for Libra risings, our 9th house Geminis. Okay. So you need to deal with the worries you have connected to study, travel, and the great cosmic quest. Okay. I believe the 9th house is like about, I was at the right damn page. Is the big picture. Okay. Your big picture zone. So how things look, you know, it's also like physiologically, like, you know what I'm talking about. It's really kind of like your thinking zone and like where you're going. This moon can bring up intense feelings about where you're going. Exactly. Personal growth, religion, philosophy, publishing, the internet, travel, and study are things that can be brought to the surface. Traveling is a big point in the 9th house. And, you know, you might find right now, Libra rising, that you're homeless and you're kind of going from place to place to place. Know that this moon can help transform your situation. Okay. You're in the right place at the right time, exactly where you're supposed to be, but keep your eye on God. All right. It says, be honest with yourself. Have you been fussy too much over the details of your latest problems or task, sometimes that's just a delay tactic. And we need to take a step back and look at the big picture of where we are and where we want to be. Okay, sometimes we miss it, and that's just where the gratitude needs to come in. Okay, where we need to make these gratitude lists and daily, so we can really remain present in the mind and be like, wow, I have so much. And read your gratitude list back. Like, damn, I got all this shit. That's going to help you create abundance. All right. A time to try something that lies beyond your unusual realm of every day. All right. This is your time to call in something else. Release issues you have about the grass is greener. Because when we get in comparison mode, we can't ever be our true selves, because what somebody else's destiny is not ours. We all have our own path. So how can we focus on ourselves if I'm looking over there? You ever try and write and not look at your paper? Like, especially if you have been writing on lines and you look back and you're like, whoa, you're all outside of the lines. Exactly. You're out of your lane when you do that. You get, whoa, that's good. You get out of your lane when you do that. And when you're not in your own lane, you can't accomplish the things you need to accomplish and call in other things because you're in somebody else's lane. And that causes for friction, that causes for traffic, that causes for accidents. All right. It says count your blessings and be in gratitude. Exactly. So write your gratitude list every day. Get a little notebook. You can go to the 99-cent store, Dollar Tree. That's where I get mine, and write in it every day about what you're grateful for. Period. Is that simple. Okay. This is your time to escape the wallow. Okay. When you're wallowing in your shit and just, oh my God, it's time to get out of that energy. Okay. Because we don't have time for it. Shit's getting real. It's time to level up. If you're unhappy with your life, you created it. Now it's time to undo that. Okay. Legal issues that you might have right now can resolve themselves. All right. So don't stress too much about it. Just give it to God and chill out. Okay. There might be a tug of war between being here and wanting to be there. Okay. Being torn between home and away, small ideas versus big ideas. A lot of mind energy as well as a lot of travel energy. Okay. So maybe you're in a position where it's time for you to move on or move to another place, and there's multiple people asking you, or maybe you're homeless and you don't know where to go, and like home is on your mind. There's a lot of things that can happen. So you're in the right place at the right time. Okay. But you need to balance your thoughts between faith and your thoughts, essentially. So we might, you can't be like, oh, I can't believe that. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do? No, you don't think like that. Are you going to have faith? Which one is it going to be? Is it going to be your faith or your thoughts? We are gods, but sometimes we get so wrapped up in our ego that we are gods. And we always think that we can fix a situation or change the situation better than God can. And then we get smacked on our ass and then we're upset. We have to understand that, yes, even though we are gods, even though we might be gods, even though we might have that energy, that's ego when we want to constantly control and not allow balance. Okay. This is a chance to let go of your fears and your limiting ideas. Okay. Fears and your limiting ideas. That's on par with what I was just talking about. If you are going through a hard time, just know that it's divine timing to balance and change your situation. Okay. Tap, tap, tap in. Okay. This is a chance for you to grow spiritually and to expand your understanding of the world around you. Be open. Be open. Be open. All right. Forgive people that are narrow-minded or yourself doing the same. Okay. And this is your affirmation. What is this? Libra rising. I forgot. This is your affirmation. I know I am blessed. Okay. I know I am blessed. Exactly. Feel like Libras really forget that because you guys can get really wrapped up in entitled energy. Come on. Libras can. Y'all can get wrapped up in entitled energy, and then you're feeling like you're a god and feeling like things should be brought to you on a silver fucking platter. Yeah, know you're blessed, but also know that there's a balance and know that you create your reality and know that, there's a yin and a yang. You can't constantly take Libra. Rising. Messages for the Libra rising for this moon, okay? Messages for Libra rising for this moon. Woo! Y'all got a lot of messages. Okay, so you have Fate, the palm, in the upright, okay? Then we have Protection, Rosemary, Ram, Power, Spiderwebs, Feeling Stuck, all in the reverse. What Spirit is saying that it's a time to release all of that shit. Okay, it's a time to stand in your power and know who you are, Libra. Y'all are entitled. It's funny because the Libra energy, y'all act entitled, but then you don't believe that you should receive what you get. You don't believe that you could receive the house or the relationship, but then you're entitled to it. Baby, we have to make it make sense. Yes, it's your birthright. Yes. Okay. And I need you to understand that, yes, it is your birthright, Libra. Okay. But you also have to understand that there has to be a balance with this shit. You can't be like, oh, well, I can't do this. I can't. Libras love saying what they cannot do. Okay. Or not. Like, y'all love negative connotation words so much. We need to get out of that habit. Okay. You need to be open as well. Because that's another problem. Y'all want, but you're not open. You're closed off. Your aura is very shut down and just in. You need to expand that. You need to be open. How can you get things if you're not open? That's like somebody trying to hand you something, but you don't put your hand out and you're just staring. It's gonna fall. It's gonna break. Hello. That's your reality that you're dealing with. Okay. As far as this feeling stuck, I know a lot of you feel like that, but this is your opportunity to get out of this stuck energy. Dig into the Gemini energy, learn something, do something, level up, figure out a plan. God is giving you that time right now to figure shit out, to level it up. It's truly time. Okay? It's time to level up. It's time to get to where you need to be. It's time to move forward. I don't want you guys in this position, Libra rising. I would hate that. But you guys also have to understand where you're at. And accountability, please. Accountability, please. Libra, for where you've placed yourself. Accountability for where you're at in life. As soon as you get that accountability, I feel like the wheels will start turning for you, okay? And then we have this Protection, Rosemary reverse. I'm hearing environment. So it has to do with your environment. So it could be the people that you're around that are pouring into you, is pouring negative things into you. Maybe you have a friend who constantly complains. That's just going to cause you to complain. I know, because maybe my Sagittarius ex-best friend did that all the time. Complain. And then I found myself complaining. And I wasn't even pessimistic like that. And I spent years being pessimistic for what? Talk about this don't work, that don't work, blah, blah, blah. And shit didn't work. But when you're in the energy of abundance and flowing and, oh, this is going to work out for me. This is going to work. And don't think that just because Libra, because you guys are like, oh, it didn't work right away. Oh, I'm sorry to give you guys that energy, but like, just because something don't work right away does not mean it's not going to work. Okay. The universe don't work like this overnight. You haven't ended up in your situation overnight, have you? The situation that you created for yourself, it didn't happen overnight. The baby didn't happen overnight. The relationship didn't happen overnight. The housing situation didn't happen overnight. That was something you had to work on. And that's the same situation. You're going to have to work on this. But you need to change your environment. You know, some of the people you're around is negative, and I have to be honest. Some of the things you're watching is negative. Some of the things you're tuning into is negative. Some of the social media. Do you still follow the fucking shade room? I know damn sure I fucking don't. Because I don't want that shade room energy in the darkness and shit. Fuck that. We really have to prioritize ourselves, okay? Prioritize our mind. It's fate. It's time. This is what that is. It's your time right now. And if you ignore it, nothing but negative things are going to continue, to be honest, okay? Messages for my Libra risings. Oh, wow. Y'all are just open. Okay, so we have hidden realms in the reverse. Create consciousness and awareness. I feel like this is because you guys aren't open, is that you guys are missing out on messages. You guys are missing out on these other realms. You guys are missing out on these answers and these experiences. Because I know a lot of Libras, y'all have so many questions y'all want to ask spirit and everything. But when you're not open and receptive, you can't do that. So that's why that's there, okay? And then we have between worlds, new directions. Exactly. It's time. You know you feel the uprising energy. Aren't you tired of your experience? Let's not repeat this. Let's not keep going, all right? Fuck that. Fuck it. We're not doing it anymore, okay? Then we have the energy signature. The past is in the present, okay? Things will come to fruition. Things will come around. Things will connect, okay? Just because you lost something or you're going to lose something doesn't mean it's not going to come back to you. That shit come back 10 times harder. Trust me, I know. Baby, I had to give up, like, essentially my beauty room. I had to give up a vanity. And a baby, I have a whole big ass vanity now. I don't even fucking use the bitch. Can I be honest? I don't even use it, okay? I don't even sit there in my vanity. I mean, I use it for storage, but I don't even sit in my vanity. Like, everything that I wanted, I really manifested and I got. And the past intertwined with the present, but in a better way. Sorry for the monster truck, y'all. Yes. Just in and out. Like, damn, I'm not doing nothing. Anyway, it says illuminate the shadow, focus on a solution. And this is what you need to do for yourself. Focus on a solution for yourself. Focus on a solution for coming to. Focus on a solution for these situations. Focus on a solution for leveling up, for living somewhere. You know, for those of you who are dealing with homelessness, like, it's really time for you guys to level up and get out of this stuck, stagnant energy, Libra. It's not your time to be dealing with that shit. Like, you're supposed to be basking in the energy, baby. You're supposed to be sunbathing by a pool somewhere in a robe with a fucking glass of champagne, real or fake champagne. Okay, I don't know whether you drink or not, but that's the energy you guys should be living in. And so we are only tarnishing our own energies by the things that we are accepting and the things that we're calling in and things of that sort. And so we need to be a little more mindful of what we're doing, okay? So that was your reading. Okay, we are now on to 10th house Virgo risings. Okay, now this is my tropical, but I kind of really resonate with my sidereal Leo, to be honest. Like, I feel like my Virgo rising is my younger self and who I was, and then now, like, I'm becoming my Leo rising, my sidereal chart. It's interesting. So, Virgo rising, okay, it's time to sort out issues related to your work, okay? It's time to stand in our power, bitch. So this moon can bring up intense feelings about your career and your professional trajectory. If you have been hiding yourself and keeping a low profile, then it's time for you to step out the shadow and back into the limelight, okay? It's really time to be, hey, bitch, I'm here. Hello? Heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go. Okay, that's the energy I need from you. All right, so this moon is telling you it's time to invest some emotional energy into your professional life, okay? It's really time to get that career segment of our lives together. And even if your work has been the source of like an annoyance lately, don't give up, okay? Especially if you're working on a project or a big project, it's really time to pour into it because it can really benefit us, okay? A work situation or a project can come to an end, but don't panic. Something new is coming, okay? Virgo risings, I know that Gemini, the Gemini 10th house, which is here, causes us to be everywhere. And so when we end up with nothing, it's really hard for us to focus. And so don't worry, shit is coming through for you, okay? I had to make sure my elbow wasn't ashy. Hey, yo, I don't even try to be funny. I'm trying to be so real. Like sometimes the lotion I've been using has caused my elbows to be a little ashy because it's like a special lotion for my skin. But yeah, I'm not tripping. But this is your time to shine at work, okay? So if somebody's offering to give you a big project or something going on, you could take it, okay? But if your project or job's coming to an end now, there's at least consolidation in the fact that it's happening in divine timing, okay? So we want to be happy that these things are coming to an end. We're finishing things, we're finishing chapters because they're going to help us in the end, okay? I need you guys to release any issues you have about your workload and how it impacts your home life, okay? Kind of like finding a balance. Like maybe your kids are like, Mom, or whatever, then, and you realize you're kind of working too much, then we need to balance that energy out, okay? A tug of war might arise between your duties at home and all that you need to do to get ahead in your career. Okay. Find a balance between who you are on the inside versus who you are on the outside world. I can't agree that in this timing, I am feeling like, okay, like, I gotta show myself more. I gotta be present more. I used to be really shy, but as Virgos are funny, we're crazy, we be doing wild shit, and most people don't know. And that's why the people who say Virgos are boring is because you truly have not dug deep into a Virgo yet. Like, we don't really show our crazy side like that till we know you, okay? It's got to be a while. So it's like the same thing with Virgo risings. You're not boring, okay? You just got to work on some shit. That's it. So you need to find a balance, between work and life, okay? Recognition might come for you now. It can show it can show up more in emotional investments and professionally. But if it doesn't show up right now, don't trip. Don't worry about it, all right? Because maybe it's coming, okay? So forgive anyone who you feel has done you wrong professionally, and forgive yourself for any untoward behavior at work ever, okay? We're human. We're all having a human experience. We're all doing this shit together. So don't feel bad like, oh, damn, I shouldn't have cussed that person out at work. Baby, your throat chakra's open, okay? Look for the positives. Okay, so your affirmation. I have a perfect work in a perfect way. I give a perfect service for perfect pay. Hey! I like that one. That's cute. That's for you. Ooh, I'm almost done. Okay, so messages for the Virgo risings. We might have to pull some little extra cards because, something pertains to you is kind of hard. And the next will be on Leo rising after this. So messages for Virgo risings for this full moon. Okay, messages for Virgo rising for this full moon. Messages for Virgo rising for this full moon. Okay. That was kind of a lot of cards. I just realized that. Okay, the first thing out of the deck was pendulum uncertainty. I feel like there's something in the Virgo's life right now where you're kind of like, you should step forward on something, like you've already started something. There's already been like something accomplished, but you're having like doubts or your uncertainty. Like you feel like you need more answers like on it, but Spirit's really asking you to light your own path and guide you during this time. Okay. It's really time to move and spring forward. Okay. We're not backwards. We're not going to be uncertain. We're going to stand and affirm in our truth and be who we are and go where we know we need to go. Okay. So next we have the spider, femininity. Okay. So I know we have to find a balance between our masculine and feminine side. Virgo risings kind of really struggle with this because sometimes we're like, go, 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 work, work, work. Work is truly ruled by like Saturn energy, you know, and Saturn is masculine. And so we have to learn to find the balance with our femininity, maybe dressing up here, maybe doing this. I know I have a true issue with that. I like wearing sweats and hoodies, and I've always been like that, you know, but sometimes we just need to tap into our feminine side. So maybe working with the moon, this full moon might truly help you gauge into getting into your femininity. You know what I'm saying? We have the rebirth in reverse. I'm hearing that we're like, right now we are going through a rebirth of self, a rebirth of life, a rebirth of just everything that we're doing right now. And so it's divine timing. I'm hearing like it's propelling you forward. So whatever you, Virgo rising, you're doing, whatever you're working on, however you're transitioning yourself, however you're trying to transition yourself, it's working out in your favor, baby. Okay. So I just want you to know divine timing, divine everything. Okay. Then we have this haunted house, unfinished business. Okay. There are some things that still remain that have been coming up for Virgo. Other things that have been being rose into the surface, whether it's confrontation, whether it's family, whatever. This moon is truly asking us to truly just let this shit the fuck go. Okay. Stop cashing yourself talking about the situation. Stop rethinking the situation. Stop rethinking how you should have cussed them out. Stop rethinking which cuss word you should have used when you was talking to them. You understand what the hell I'm talking about. Hello. We really need to get this shit together and fix it. All right. The next thing we have is the door enclosure in the reverse. That's it, the both of those are pertaining to the same thing. You know, sometimes you just don't get closure on a situation, and it is what it is. And I know closure for you, it's truly never closure because you're Mercury ruled. You want to keep talking about the shit. You want to keep communicating about the shit. You want to keep mentioning the shit. I'm spilling y'all business right now. Our business shit. But we truly have to reach out of this energy of constantly feeling like we need to, you know, like we have to understand that everything is divine. Okay? Understand that everything is orchestrated. Everything is perfect harmony for us. Everything is in our path. Okay? Just know that we're in the right place at the right time. We said exactly what we needed to. Okay, don't allow your mind to block your heart chakra or your throat chakra. Okay? Because we find ourselves truly stuck in that way, and we don't like, I'm trying to think about how I can say this. We find ourselves so stuck with this closure and these issues because we want to constantly communicate, keep talking, keep going. We really have to shut that shit down because, and know it's God. Give it to God. Start distracting yourself when you get like that. That's how I stop it. So if I'm thinking about a situation or a situation is coming up for me quite often, something that's old, I say, oh no, all right, I rebuke it. I'm giving that up to you, God. You can take the energy. I don't need it. Thank you for the heart's love, okay? Sending you beautiful, bountiful love, okay? Like big Empress energy. But I start distracting myself, or like I'll start talking about something, or I'll think about something, you know? For those of you guys who don't know, I'm about to be starting a business, okay? Starts with hair care and body care, essentially, in the luxury form, okay? In a royalty form. And that's why those purple hearts were like perfect, because that's one of my colors. But that's like the form it's coming in. You know, I will switch it. I'll switch it up. So just keep in mind that we really need to like switch those things up, you know? Think about a situation and be like, what am I going to wear today? Am I warm right now? How does my body feel? You know, and once you start switching yourself, baby, you'll forget it very soon, okay? And we have this new life in reverse. And then this says spring. And I truly feel like as we are transitioning ourselves, our new life will come. But I feel like we are focused too much on the new life and not focused on the present. So we kind of need to grab things and be in the present moment. What needs to be done today? What needs to be done for us to handle tomorrow? What are the tasks that we can do today to allow everything else to flow? You understand? Things will start working out better for you, okay? So messages for Virgo risings, okay? For this new moon, or full moon, excuse me. Messages for Virgo risings. Whoa. Wow. We have some beautiful things. Birth of a creation, potential growth. Exactly. Scorpio risings actually got this card. So it's truly time for us to birth our new selves. Look at this. We got a affirmation that says, I am glowing. Exactly. So we are truly transforming ourselves. We're glowing from the inside out. Our manifestations are being born right now. We've planted these seeds already. I know Virgo risings have planted some seeds, baby, but now we have to be open to receive. So we have to dead those old situations to make space and room for the new ones. Okay. Then we have this eternal union. New love is forming. So if you've had issues with your relationship recently, or maybe you guys haven't been on the same path, it's coming that things are going to start transforming for you, or new love will come in. Again, we'll let go so we can level up. Let go so we can invite in. So we have to release these things, let go of these things, transform these things, transmute these things to allow that love to come in, because love is the highest frequency. Okay. That's a God frequency. And so that's truly our goal in life, is to get there. We have light codes. Travel awaits you in the reverse. I actually feel like a lot of you guys have been traveling, like in your sleep, like on the astral plane. Some of you guys aren't remembering your dreams. I know I'm having some issues with, sometimes I just can't remember. Like, I know I had a very intense dream last night, and I don't know, but it was a good thing, like a good feeling. I feel refreshed, amazing today. So I feel like we're kind of in this, but also that I think we're living too much in our heads, Virgo rising, and it's causing us issues because we are, we're living too much in our heads, which is preventing the reality from forming into what we need to form into. I'm also getting heavy cramps right now. So maybe you guys really need to work with your sacral chakra. Okay. Or maybe you guys need to go get your blood checked, check your womb, go get a ultrasound in the womb. You know, something might not be correct or right there, because that just came up for me right now. So yeah. All right, Virgo risings, we got this. We could do this. It's time for a new life and a new experience, period. All right. So we have 11th house Gemini. Okay. Or Leo rising. Okay. So it's time for you. This is my sidereal chart here. Okay. So I might have to pull some extra cards as well, just in case, because it's harder to tap into your own energies, you know. So this is a time for us to deal with any upsets with friends. Let's roll our eyes. Okay. Because I know, baby, I can feel you rolling your eyes too, because I am. So this might bring up intense feelings about friendships and unfulfilled dreams. Okay. It's tempting to focus on yourself and your own pleasures. Okay. But you need to find a balance between indulging in a bit of what you fancy and remembering that people in your life also need attention. Okay. I struggle with this all the time because, you know, I struggle with being present sometimes because I just have so much shit going on that it's like hard. Like I'll be talking to my friends like this. Oh yeah, and so what you doing? Blah blah blah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know about that. So anyway, what we can do is do this, this, and this. Yeah. Hang on one moment. Yeah. So here we go. And blah blah blah. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe he said that. You know. That is me to the fucking T. Okay. And so I have to find a balance. And I know you guys got to find a balance as well, because some of you guys do that. Some people truly crave that connection. You know, I don't need it, but some people really need that. And it's really important to them for you to show up and pay full attention. Okay. So try to do that. Okay. My boyfriend always be like, why are you not listening to me? I'm like, I can hear everything you just said. He's like, what I say, I repeat it. And he's like, well, you're not looking at me. Some people need that connection, okay? And so we have to take the time to do that. It makes them feel better and important. And you like to feel important as well, right? So get to give, all right? So the things you do for someone else can send you some extra good karma during this time, okay? But don't just do that so that way you can get some good fucking karma. Don't just start doing shit just like, oh, well, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. No, that's not where your intention needs to be, because you won't get it if that's your intention, okay? But, you know, if you're planning on doing something nice for somebody, or you see somebody, let's say you got a jacket on, you're outside at night, somebody's homeless. Give them your fucking jacket. You'll get another one, you know, and that's just little things out the kindness of your heart that you do, which y'all should be doing anyway. Give somebody a plate. Hello. You might find that you don't want the things that you once desired. Okay. I'm going through that as well. Okay. There's a lot of things that I'm like, damn, I don't want that. I don't need that. I don't feel that, you know, things are definitely coming up. And then it says questions about your relationships with friends might come up. All right. I know a lot of us are transitioning out of a lot of friendships, but we're also transitioning into new friendships. Okay, that's the most beautiful thing about it. And we have to truly take heed and understand those things, all right? That everything happens in divine timing. And things that were taken will be replaced with more and better, always, when you have good intention, okay? So it says, figure out if you want the friendships or not, because a full moon is a perfect time to end a friendship. So if you ended a friendship and you're like, you know, you're trying to let it go, it's time to let it go. Fuck it. You know what I mean? It's truly time. Why are we hanging on to these things and these people? Because that prevents new friendships from coming in and blossoming. So release any issues you have about what you've been wishing for. Okay, dreams not seeming to manifest, or friendships that are troubling you. You know, everything again is divine timing. Things come around. We can't force things. When we force it, it's out of alignment. When we rush it, it's out of alignment. And that's why, have you ever like rushed to get in a relationship, or rushed to get into a job, or rushed to just do anything? If nothing good comes, maybe you get a flat tire, you know, going to work. Maybe you get fired. The nigga cheat on you. Like, you know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of shit that just can happen for you. And you just have to really understand that things happen in divine timing, and these manifestations will come, but we have to create our current reality, our present. Make your present as best as you can, because I know it's not. I know your present isn't as best into the full potential as it could be. Like, just for me right now, I'm looking at my screen from my window, and I can tell you right now, I can use a little spray. Okay, it's not like super dirty, but you know, I can go over with the spray bottle. That will help create my reality that I want. Okay, clean house. You understand? There's a pill bottle that's out of place. Virgo coming through. Okay, I can change that. You can paint a wall. You can buy a new bed set. I don't care if you're sleeping on a fucking pallet. You can buy a new set. Maybe some new sheets. Something not. Let me tell you the tea, sis. Walmart has some nice ass sheets for affordable price. They even have some silk ones, baby. Walmart has some nice stuff, okay? And why not? Make your reality as you can. Even if you don't have that much money, maybe go ahead and with your EBT, baby, buy you a sparkling water, put it in a little Dollar Tree wine glass or whatever, and act like it's champagne and drink the bitch with a robe on. Okay? Put a little face mask on. Maybe with your EBT, go ahead and buy some cucumbers. Put it on your eyes, okay? This is the life. You have to create your reality, baby. So even it's the little things you can do to help you out, all right? And then once you do that, your reality will start to change and shift. I promise you, okay? So we want to find a balance between what you need to do for and give to your friends, okay? You might be having issues about who you are and who your friends are. Chances are you will have at least one friend that needs your attention. Are you pulling your weight within your friends group? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not. I'm not I'm not doing that because I'm kind of struggling and drowning myself. I wish I had friends to live a close vicinity to me so we can hang out and I can ask, they ask for help. Okay, because right now I need help. You know, and so this is kind of like what we deal with. You know, what's going on for you? How are you doing it? And we have to be honest with ourselves. Stop lying to yourself and saying this, you know, and even if your friendships have ended and you don't necessarily have any friends, I know you still talk to people, so don't play this fucking games. We got the internet, and you are your own friend. Hello, your partner should be your friend. If you weren't friends first with your partner, I don't know how y'all working out, okay? Because you have to have some substance underneath that. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, baby, we're almost here for 3 hours. I love y'all. You see this shit. Okay. If you have to balance your own needs with those of your social circle, networks, and groups, okay? So find a balance between yourself and everybody else. I'm struggling with that, but after school's over this week, baby, we're going to get it together. All right, forgive any friend who hurt you at any point in your life, and forgive whatever you feel you did or didn't do in relation to that friendship. Okay, it's time to release. And your affirmation, let me get a little water. Your affirmation is, I am a great friend and I attract great friends. Or, my dreams and wishes are now manifesting. And baby, ain't no or, you can do both. Okay? We create what we want. Don't let them try and limit your ass. Hello. Okay. Messages for the Leo risings for this moon, this full moon. What do they need to know? Messages for these Leo risings. Ooh. I actually feel like y'all got one more card. Messages for the Leo risings. While I'm doing this, think of a question, any question, something you wanted to ask God, something you're going on, you know, just a question that's open-ended, a yes or no question, okay? Messages for the Leo risings for this moon. Oh, shit. Y'all got a lot. Okay. All right. Y'all ask the question. Boom, baby. Okay. So you're having confirmation here with this yes, but I'm also getting no in the reverse. And then this right here is telling me that yes, things are coming. Yes, it's going to come. Yes, it's in alignment, but not right now. This is kind of what is coming in. That's why it's in the reverse. So not right now. But things are coming forward for you. So don't be discouraged if it's not looking like what you thought it was going to be. It's going to come for you in divine timing, okay? So we got hocus pocus nonsense right here. Let me just get into this card before I start getting to the rest because this message is coming in clear as day. This nonsense has to do with your friendships that you're hanging on to or you're worried about or that you're not letting go. It's time. It's time to let shit go. Let old bones lie. Actually, let old bones lie right here. Let it be. It's really time to just kind of let the situation flow. Like, who gives a fuck? You know, we have this dancing under the moon, a freedom card. Release yourself, relinquish yourself from this debt, this karmic, this what is it called? Trauma bond. Release your energy from that because it's preventing your manifestations from flowing, okay? And this also has to do with the manifestations. If you're like, damn, I'm not getting this. Damn, I'm not getting that. Damn, I'm not getting this. Damn, that's nonsense. And what you're doing is You see how she's creating like a tornado? You're creating a tornado for yourself in your life to destroy all the work you've done, all the candles, all the baths, all the sage, all the praying, all the transmuting, everything that you've done, the meditation, everything that you've done, you are destroying. So we need to stop that, get freedom, dancing under the moon. Maybe tonight you need to dance under the moonlight. I might just go do that somewhere. I might just go somewhere and just dance. Okay. That actually sounds like a lit ass night tonight. I might just go do that. Okay. And be free. Just be free and be present. Because we don't do that enough. Okay. So let it be. We have skeletons out of the closet. Honesty. I think it's time for Leo risings to be honest with themselves as far as where they're at, where they're going to be, who they're with. Like, no more faking the funk, especially with partnerships. I'm hearing stop faking the funk with partners. If you want to be with that fucking person, fucking say it. Stop playing. Stop joking. Stop hanging on to it. Stop. It's time. It's really time to get out of that energy, okay? Then we have the Gypsy card, the Wanderer. I think it's really just time for you to explore yourself and really truly find out who you are. It's time to explore your habits, explore your mindset, explore all of that, and really kind of get a grasp upon who you are. Now, if you are under, I would honestly, I want to say 26, but I feel like 27. Okay. This is gonna take some time. Okay. I am 26 right now. It's so weird to say. It's so fucking weird. I'm telling you right now, for anybody who's young watching this, I swear to you, like age is truly nothing but a number. Like you are who you are inside, okay? Like I still feel like I'm like 22, 23, to be honest. Like I'd probably say 22. I feel like I'm 22. And but you gain so much knowledge. Things make sense. It's like almost like things unlock for you after you turn 26. I was like, wait a minute. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So like you truly understand things. So it's a great revelation, honestly. So yeah. Messages for the Leo risings for this full moon. Y'all have such a good heart. I just feel that good energy from the heart space. Your intentions have been pure lately. God's really going to bless you for that, okay? And keep being the bigger person. Keep striving. Keep doing what you're doing right now, because you're opening a gateway, specifically is what I hear. You're opening a gateway for yourself, and like you're creating a new lane, or like it's like a bigger lane almost, okay? Something is kind of tugging at you to pull back, to resort back to the person you used to be, to like pull and weigh you down. I felt something kind of tugging on my leg. That's why I looked over it. So I feel like it's something that's kind of just like trying to pull you down, but you keep doing what you're doing, keep operating out of a good heart space. You're going to get blessed for that. Okay. Things are going to come around for you. So we have the third eye vision, reclaim your mind. Okay. Reclaim. For those of you guys who are negatively talking about friendships, for those of you guys who are hanging on to that, for those of you guys who are negatively hanging on to these manifestations not coming to fruition as soon as you would like, it's time to reclaim your mind, okay? Third eye vision, meditate. If you're struggling and being like you're unhappy with your current space, start meditating more. Once you start meditating, it's really going to help you see your life as what it is. That's why I like to wear this ankh, okay? I like to wear the ankh because it's like the most high, it's like the highest frequency, the highest space, the highest part in mind, the most purest, like everything is like essentially good, okay? And that's just like what you want life to be, like how you want it to be. And so I wear it to like, it's like a reminder, okay? I wear it on my chest to, it's almost like a bag I extra carry, okay? Bag lady, but in a good way. It's to know that where I'm going is good. And y'all need to keep that energy and momentum. Maybe y'all need an ankh. Maybe, you guys need the revelation to understand that life is as sweet as you make it, okay? And then we have lead the way in the reverse, light your own path. And honestly, I feel like it's like this because this is what you guys are already doing. You guys are in the transitional period to light your own path and create a new lane for yourself, Leo rising. So I'm super proud of you for that, because it's not easy. It's not easy to go against the grain. It's not easy to go against what everybody else is doing or how everybody else is doing it. It's a journey. Okay. And it's really truly the road less traveled. It's a lot lonelier and all that. But the thing is, when it's lonelier, those things that come are more meaningful. You get what I mean? When you're traveling the road that everybody else has traveled on, it's like that's nothing. You know what I mean? But the things that come through are meaningful. They go away quickly. You know, they run out fast. Am I making sense to y'all? All right. I love y'all, Leo, right? It's going to be okay, baby. We're transitioning. Okay. So now we're going into 12th house Gemini or Cancer rising. Okay. You need to take a time out right now. Period. Intense emotions that are coming can bring up feelings about your secret self. Okay. Life has probably been busy and you may want to take the time to retreat. This is a full moon that might come at a time where you are feeling down. So you need to take some time out. Meditate. You could try yoga, you know, something to balance it in nature. These things are definitely all going to help you out, okay? You need to find a balance between working and time out. You guys have been really, truly overworking yourselves. I'm really feeling that. I'm feeling like heart energy is very like, it's like locked, like it's hard, like it hurts almost. So, you know, maybe you guys are just overworking yourself. You guys could have high cholesterol, have some issues, or maybe you guys really just truly need to work on your heart chakra to help open your aura because you've been doing like so much, okay? You're having really a lot of sabotaging behavior, and that can be illuminated at this time. Are you sabotaging yourself? Okay, ask yourself. You need to, this is known as the house of self-undoing, okay? This is all the secrets, the things that we don't share, the hidden things, okay? Which can also be sex and sleep, and there's a lot of things that are associated with the 12th house, all right? So at this time, you may find that you're not sleeping well, okay? Your 12th house is Gemini, so I'm trying to think of what an activity that you guys, reading. You guys can read to help put yourselves to sleep, okay? It's a time to identify that behavior and to see it for what it is and let it go. Okay, the self-sabotaging, undoing behavior. Release any issues around things you do not like to talk about because they're going to come up. Hello. Forgive other people for anything they have done to you, and forgive yourself for anything you've done to yourself or anyone. Okay, sometimes we do fall in this pattern of not forgiving ourselves. A tiger's eye is going to help you stand in your power, okay, during this moon. A tug of war might come up with things that you do every day to keep life ticking over and your need for inner peace. Okay, you need to find a balance between your daily life as a functioning human and the secret side of you. Okay, sometimes we get stuck with that and then like we don't want to deal with that side of us, but we have to know that truly that side is a part of us. It's a part of who we are. It's a part of our destiny. It's a part of what we are. And we can't deny our secret self, our shadow self. You know, all those things that happen to us, they are a part of us and they are now on our journey and they shape us for who we are. And if we don't like who we are, then we can fix that, you know? So, yo, my stomach is growling so loud. I hope y'all can hear. Usually I would have worked out, had a smoothie and everything by now, but I don't know. I just felt called to do this rising. So here we are. We might find ourselves apologizing because this is the house of self-undoing and not expressing how we feel. This is a wonderful... Oh, I'm sorry. So right now, don't over apologize for who you are. You might find that you're unwinding or unraveling yourself and true self, and you're not expressing yourself properly. You might be self-sabotaging, you might create behaviors, you might be trying to do stuff, but the self-awareness of that is what truly transitions us, is to get us to the new space and place we're supposed to be in. You know, we're gonna make mistakes, baby. We're gonna fall. We're gonna do all this stuff. You know, we're gonna self-sabotage sometimes. But once we start catching ourselves and knowing ourselves, our true selves, then we can catch it. We won't have to worry about that anymore. You know what I mean? So this is the ideal time to retreat. Take some time to do some inner work, okay? You can explore your sexuality. Again, 12th house is about sex. So that could be something that you might want to be doing. Okay, you need to go easy on yourself at this time of the year. Don't be too harsh on, you know, things that you're doing, because we all have the 12th house transition. And let me tell you, baby, I had to do a whole fast back in August and all of that, because that was the time where it was just intense for me, all this energy. But if you feel you need to fast, if you feel you need that rebirth, if you feel it, do it. It's going to really help you. I do not regret doing my fast during that time. It was beautiful, and it really helped reveal things to me and show things. Okay, when you do things with intention in divine timing, things work out for your good. Okay, so go easy on yourself this time of year. Forgive yourself for anything you feel ashamed of. There is nothing to be ashamed of. We are all having a human experience, all of us, okay? And the affirmation that is for you guys, Cancer risings, okay? It's okay to have quality me time. Okay, so it's okay for me to have quality me time. You know, time away from your partner, time away from your friends, time away from your work, especially for those of you guys who are working for yourselves, okay? It's truly time to take the time and be grounded and present within yourself, okay? And that's a message to me. All right. So here we go. Cancer risings. Messages for these Cancer risings, for this Gemini new moon. Messages for this Cancer rising, for this Gemini, or full moon, excuse me. For this Gemini full moon. I be getting tossed up with the moon. Okay, wow. We got a lot going on. Y'all got the full moon card, though. So we have one in reverse, inner conflict. I actually hear you guys are getting over this. You guys are getting over the inner conflict that's welling up inside of you. And I know it's hard as a Cancer rising, all the emotions and the things that are coming up, but you are handling this shit like a motherfucking G. As far as the inner, a lot of the inner stuff, okay? For the most part, okay? We have the full moon manifest card. This does not mean to manifest, but I feel like it's manifesting your reality as far as changing the things you need to change. Doing what you need to do to change. You understand what I'm saying? Handling what you need to handle. Doing what you need to do. Like, you know, if I take care of myself and do self-care and have some time and, you know, work out and do that for myself, I am manifesting a good body. I'm manifesting a healthy body. And that's what I mean by doing that, okay? We have the woods lost and we have losing oneself. Don't get caught up in your rebirth right now. Don't get caught up in what you shoulda, coulda, you want to do, what didn't happen, all of that stuff, because everything is divine, okay? Don't fall victim to your situation, circumstance, or the way things look for you right now. Things are really coming forward. And then we have communication right here. Speak. If you need help, ask. If you need this, ask. Talk. You know, don't keep everything so bottled into yourself. Start expressing yourself. Start living. Start talking. Start doing everything that you want to do in the reality. Because these things are going to start coming into I'm hearing revelation. Like everything is coming forward for you, okay? So, but you need to communicate to allow these things to come forward. You know, you can't sit up here and damn, nobody helped me, nobody do this, nobody do that, but you're not asking for help. Hello? Now, when you ask for help, then you can complain. Okay, but don't get caught up in this rebirth, okay? Just because it's in the dark times, just because it's in COVID, we're inside, doesn't mean anything. If you feel like you need to lean on a friend or talk to a friend, you don't necessarily have to isolate yourself during this time. Go speak to somebody. Go talk to somebody, okay? I'm not saying you got to hang out, because don't blame me if you catch it. But I'm just saying, you know, do what you have to do to make yourself feel whole, okay? Messages for Cancer risings. Messages for Cancer risings. Messages for Cancer risings. Messages for the Cancer risings. Messages for Cancer risings. Okay, all these cards are in reverse. Lord, help y'all. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we have third eye vision. Reclaim your mind. Everybody keeps getting this. So I really feel like it's really time to tap in with the third eye chakra to really just dig deep, dive deep, to go through the extra realms, to experience the things that we haven't experienced yet, to see the things that we haven't seen, to know the things that we haven't known. You know, it's truly a time for that. Okay. Then we have a Kundalini rising. Ignite your passion for life. You know, this 12th house situation might make you a little discouraged, you know, because things aren't looking the way they're supposed to right now. You might find that you're really upset. Then find that you're really like not happy with things and you're drawing in that negativity. So it's really time to ignite your passion. Look to your Mars placement. Okay. And then look to your Mars placement. Okay. And then what element is that Mars in? Okay. And then I also need you to look into what house that Mars is in, and then look into that element and really dig deep. I'm going to give you an example. I'm a Cancer Mars, which means that essentially is debilitated, but that's water. So that's a lot of emotional energy when I'm fighting. Okay. It's a lot of emotion. So that means that it's also about passion, right? And so with my Mars placement, I have to really be emotionally invested into something to drive my passions. Okay. I believe it's also in my 11th house. Okay. And then now I have to look at that sector, which has to do with friends and things of that sort. So, you know, all those things will help me propel me forward. Okay. So you guys got to kind of look at it that way. No, you don't necessarily need to look at the placement. Look at the element. Start with the element. That'll really help you with your chart. That is Novi Brown told me that advice. Okay. And that has really helped me really understand my chart. You know, I realized that, you know, it's fire and water. Okay. That's putting both things out. Do you understand? Mars is ruled by Aries. That's fire. And then I have the Cancer with the water. So I'm putting out the fire. So it's like, you know, back and forth. So you have to understand to learn to work with those energies. Are we right here? I think we're right here. Okay, we get it. So really look to that to ignite your passion. What is your Mars placement? What do you have in Mars? If you're finding that you're not passionate right now, you can't find your drive, look to that placement, look to your house, look to that element, you know, dig deep in the chart, baby. All right, so with last card here, we have Secret Temptation. Being led astray, again, in the reverse. I feel like the dark, like you have days where you're Cancer rising, you have days where you're like going in a good place, you're in a good momentum, you're in a good space. But then there are times where you're like, damn, this ain't working out, you know? And you're kind of like being tugged both ways. But you just really have to think, what energy do you want out of this? Once you come out of this feeling, because we all know emotions and feelings don't last always. You know, they're a part of the human experience, but they're supposed to pass us. They're supposed to transition out of us. And so with that being said, okay, how is what do you want out of this? How are you going to change the energy to go in a positive way? How are you going to change the energy to start moving to the positive instead of moving to the negative? What are you going to do personally? How are you going to handle this? How are you going to move? How are you going to shake? Do you understand what I'm saying, Cancer risings? So really, truly create your reality. I don't feel like that resonates with everybody 100%, but truly create your reality. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, being here with me for 3 hours and 4 minutes. Okay. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a good full moon. If you guys want some full moon activities, I do have a link down below. I do not recommend charging your crystals or having moon water. It's an eclipse. You do not do that. But definitely wash your damn bedding. Okay. Wash your bedding today. Wash your bedding. Wash your bedding. Okay. Because eclipse is creating a new cycle. Clean. You understand what I'm saying? Hit up at Ruben D. Feliz. Okay. On Instagram. He's actually doing just a full moon hangout. I'm going to go ahead and put his chat name in here. He's doing like a little hangout for everybody to like do a Zoom. So just send him an email. It's always good vibes and it's fun. Okay. I love being on Ruben's lives. Okay. And then we really be having revelations and stuff. So if you guys want to go ahead and join, oh, I put it in the wrong box. My bad. I'm like, damn, why isn't it not sending? If you guys want to go ahead and have a good time and chill with some people who, you know, elevated mindset, elevated life, elevated spirit, you know, you guys want the energies to flow, then go ahead and, you know, let's get the collective together. Tell your friends, tell everybody, come hang out. It's gonna be meditation, music, fun. He might do some readings. We'll probably do petitions, you know. It's a good vibe. So I suggest that y'all come swing around. It's gonna be 8 p.m. Eastern for me. That is 5, which essentially is like 2 hours for me. There's 2 hours for everybody essentially when it's finna pop off. So we'll just see, you know, whatever the ethers want and whatever comes. Thank you guys again for chilling and hanging out with me. I will be doing a lot more live readings because this is so much easier for me than to sit here and edit and do shit. So again, I still want to do the December readings for the astrology. So I will be having that. So don't be like, damn, where is it? It might be a little late in the week. Okay. We might not see that till Saturday. Okay. But baby, I'm going to pull this out. December predictions, each sign. I'm not just going to do rising. Maybe I'll do your moon sign because I kind of want to switch it up. So maybe, yeah, we're going to do readings based upon your moon sign. So if you don't know your chart, better get on it. But yeah, we're going to do that. Fuck the sun sign because you guys are more than the sun sign. Okay. I'm going to start switching this shit up so we can really truly learn our charts. All right. Anyway, thanks again for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys later. I love each and every one of you. Peace.